Good evening, travelers and adventurers, and welcome to tonight's Curse of Strahd. Hi, lovelies, Iris. Thank you so much for the gift subs. Oh my goodness. There he is. Oh, God damn it. Help. Andrew. Oh. Yeah, look at that. Discord isn't coming through. Hold on. There. Can you guys get
Are we
heard
on?
now?
Hello? Hello?
Are
Can
we
you
on a new
hear
level?
me?
There they are.
Can you hear us now?
We can hear.
Sorry, lovelies, we're having some technical difficulties this starting session.
Oh,
And
fantastic. Just want
we
to
were just
repeat.
thanking everybody.
Big thank you, Iris. You are so wonderful, and we're so happy to see you all here. Oh my gosh, I love each and every one of you. And each and every one of you is getting a freaking a kiss on the forehead at 2 a.m. in the morning when you least expect it. I'll
Wow.
be there.
I don't know if I like that.
Tough
Oh,
shit.
Andrew!
See you later. Yeah, he was like, I don't need any of that.
I thought
Dude,
it
poor
was
Andy, man.
fixed.
I thought it was funny.
That's okay. Oh my god!
Oh
Iris!
my god,
Thank you
Iris!
so much for the bits!
Yay!
Oh,
I'm over
Iris, you're such
here,
a sweetie pie.
over
Are
here
we gonna keep
sweating,
going?
trying to get the technical difficulties fixed.
Dread, I am absolutely giving you a big old hug.
Thank you
Because I know
so
you've been
much,
going through it
lovelies.
lately.
Yeah, Dread, are you doing okay?
Yeah, you hanging in there, girl?
You alright?
Worried about you. You better be getting lots of water in you.
Don't worry, Farron and Strahd already got their Tailspire issues for the week. Did you guys have Tailspire fuck-ups?
Did I?
Yeah, well, I mean, not dramatically. We just had some, like, page issues during while we were playing. Or at least I did. It's, like, nothing, like, too abnormal. The occasional bug.
Oh my god, Andrew just sent a picture of his ping. It's
What the?
Oh
5,000.
no.
It's 5,000.
Holy
Well,
shit!
tell
What
him
do
to
we
stop
do?
downloading 5 movies at the same time.
Tell him
And
to leave the bunker in Bangladesh.
tell him to stop port forwarding 15 different Minecraft servers.
Oh, poor Andrew. Let's give him a
This
minute.
is a crafting table.
Flint and steel. I'm sorry. I told myself I wouldn't do that anymore.
Oh, I've been doing it daily. I've been harassing fucking Winter and her dealing with Chicken Jack.
Chicken Jackie.
Cannot stand that shit, and it will only stop once I've gone to that accursed movie that
Well,
I
now
don't
the
want to
one
go
that's
to.
stuck in my head is crushing loaves.
They love crushing loaves.
Oh my god.
Forgive me, I have very much been stimming with nothing but the Minecraft movie.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Well, while we give Andrew a minute to come back from the fucking void,
This is an ender pearl.
Ender.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That makes
I'm a
sense,
big
yeah.
fan of Critical Role's animated series. It's very good. Vox Machina is very good. I've been enjoying it. I have to catch up on
I'm
that.
excited for Mighty Nine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna be even better. I like
Yeah.
Campaign 2 is my favorite.
Campaign
It's
2
my
is my
favorite.
favorite. I think I'm all caught up on
The Nether.
Vox Machina, or at least what they have released so far, because I know they just had their new season come out.
Backlog is really good, Dread. I suggest trying it out.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's especially if you want to say avoid watching like several thousands of hours
Oh my
of
god.
stream. What's
What?
going on?
Aztec has a 120 stream watch streak.
Yes,
Holy shit.
Aztec.
Holy shit,
Yes!
Aztec.
It would be that high if I could watch Mondays consistently.
I'm sorry.
Mine would be that high if I didn't miss that one singular stream.
Mine would be that high if I. You know what? Never mind.
What?
He uses a bot, you say? Crimson.
I am roll for your lives.
Whoa. Grim's calling him out.
It's so
For
actually
all I know,
what what Krim is saying is that Aztec has actually been running each of us as a bot to run this channel. It's just been Aztec this whole time.
For all
Wouldn't
I
that be
know, you
funny?
could be
Yeah,
Batman.
none of us are real.
Yeah, I'm actually just like a really like misfunctioning and poorly optimized algorithm. Like
I'm
it's
not
just
Batman.
it barely works. And it like keeps spouting out
Hey,
nonsense.
Paper, you got a meme for me? Should I be scared?
Oh boy. This never ends well.
Paper?
Paper. That's right, Aztec. I'm glad you understand me.
Bot man. You're thrilled to me, damn it. Aw, Dread.
Oh. You always know how to make things sweet.
Worried about you, Dread. I was thinking about you earlier today. Let me see.
Okay. Oh my god, it's a deer in a little...
What is that? Is that a deer in
It's-
like a little like incubator?
It's an incubator, yeah. First of all, release her.
Get me
And
out
that's
of there. How'd I get in there?
Get me out of there.
What the grasp?
What the incubator? Get me out of here.
I love it. Thank
Okay.
you, Paper.
Let's go ahead and talk community inspiration because I want to.
Okay.
Because I want to. Excuse me. Don't know what came over me there. I'm back. Yeah,
Should
the
we
players
talk about
voted.
player inspiration before community inspiration?
Yeah, the players voted. And boy, did they vote. And
Who won?
Twyla has received the player inspiration. Good job, good job, good job.
Didn't Twilight get the
Hooray.
player? I'm confused.
Player inspiration, that's right. And then community voted.
There's a potion for
Oh,
Derek.
the community vote. Oh my god. Sorry. Is Lucia. Way to go, Lucia. You go,
Oh, I won it?
Coco. Yeah, you won it.
Yeah.
7 for you, Lucia. You go, Lucia.
Damn, I won a lot.
Oh boy. Let's talk about the recap while we all put our hands up in the air and try to summon Andy from the sky.
I will read it in one moment as soon as I find out where the fuck you placed our characters. Okay, right here.
Oh, right. Sorry. So, how did you guys know to come here?
It
Okay,
just
well, anyway.
automatically
already-
ported us to this map.
Oh, I
Yeah.
did? Fantastic. I'm thinking ahead.
Yeah,
I'm a-
you're thinking ahead.
All right, that's good. Look at this pretty mountain.
Okay.
No, did you take your potion?
Okay, you read the recap. I'll go get a potion.
All right.
Lords above, help me.
Session 37. Picking up the letter sent by Strahd, Lucia reads aloud the stupid dumb shit he wrote. As she begins to read, Van Richten exits Argynvoshold, hearing just what Strahd has planned for the party. He honorably expresses he is prepared to do whatever the group feels is appropriate, even if it leads to his demise. Everyone agrees his sacrifice will not be necessary because they plan on killing Strahd at his quote-unquote wedding. In parentheses, we're going to make it a red wedding, hee, close parentheses, period. Ark and Van Richten soon enter back into the stronghold, remembering word of potions that could be of aid. They obtain 4 bottles filled with a mysterious silvery liquid. Ark is able to identify them as potions of invulnerability. While this is happening, Esmeralda begins to stir. Her fever is broken, and she is seemingly doing much better. Farron attempts to surmise if the curse of lycanthropy has been expelled from her body. It seems unclear, but there is a noticeable improvement in her condition. Esmeralda then decides to search Van Richten's tower despite it being a compromised location. She wants to search for anything that could be useful to everyone against Strahd in the future. As the night settles in, Farron casts guidance on Twyla while she tries to decipher the last of Strahd's manifesto. Twyla is finally able to decode the pattern of his shorthand and code. I don't like that sentence. Anyway, she ultimately deciphers his journal in its entirety. Shortly after, Farron takes the first night's watch. As she peers through the fog, dire wolves sit beyond the perimeter, watching but never stalking closer. Alongside the wolves, a familiar figure emerges, one with a red eye. Mira Lamb, former party member turned by Strahd, watches as well. her gaze expressionless, just watching, perhaps waiting. But waiting for what exactly? Probably to kill us, in parentheses.
That
close
question will be
parentheses.
answered next week. All right,
That
guys,
question
tune in
will be
next time.
answered today. As morning comes, Twyla reaches out to Adrian Martikov to notify him and their family of our plans. He offers assistance, the assistance of his family if needed. However, it was clear he didn't want to put them in too much danger after everything they recently endured.
Pussy.
Farron later rejects Twyla's offering to reach out to Aragal, too pained by the fruitless attempts in the past. As the party ventures forth down the road, two men jump out waving frantically, fear and concern on their faces. Farron recognizes one of them to be Luke, a pig farmer she had once gossiped with in Kresh. It's Kresh, right?
It's Kresk.
Kresk. I spelled it right, but I was like, I forget how to pronounce it.
Kresh is that turtle from Finding Nemo.
No,
Oh my
that's
God.
Crush.
That's Kresh.
I know.
The town's burgomaster, Dimitri, had sent them to scout for potential fighters. Luke explained that Kresk had been surrounded. I keep wanting to say Kresh had been surrounded by werewolves for some time and were suspected to attack that night. Lobrin honorably offers to go with them and assist in the fight. After some heartfelt goodbyes, he takes his leave, riding proudly on his noble steed Coriander, Elizabeth right by his side. The party then sets off on their own quest. The trek up, sorry, I wrote way too much, so it's hard to keep track. The trek up the treacherous mountains, I don't like that sentence either, to find out just why Strahd gave Lucia a red key. After hours of travel, differences in the surrounding scenery become apparent. Snow begins to fall. Welcome back, Andy. As a growing alpine leads to a steep hike upwards on the now cold and desolate path. Thankfully, saved from the biting cold by Lucia's ring of warmth, I couldn't remember what it was called, so I just called it a ring of warmth. The journey goes without exhaustion. Upon arriving at what seems to be the mountain doorway, the mountain peaks. The party is met with a large stone gatehouse. Stone gargoyles are noticeable on the wall above, as well as depictions of demonic features, followed by holy knights, seemingly fighting them off. A large doorway lays before them, engulfed in green flames. Twyla attempts to cast Frostbite to put the flames out, but it fails. Ark and Farron then look up towards the ceiling and notice strange writings. Thankfully, Farron is able to translate the message with her understanding of the draconic knowledge. She reads aloud, "Speak your name, Sir Warden, and you shall pass." Twyla correctly guesses the name Vladimir, and briefly the flames cease, giving everyone just enough time to dart past. Shortly after, the party is greeted with more gargoyle-like creatures, except this time they are alive and angry. Lucia starts off the fight by casting Spirit Guardians, as one of them slashes Twyla with a heavy hit. Ark swoops in to defend with the Sun Sword, striking the beast with its radiance. Twyla crits as she makes her first rapier attack, moving swiftly in tandem with Ark. Quickly after, another winged beast swoops down, stunning Farron, Ark, Lucia, and Casimir. I forgot to mention him until just now. I forgot he was with us.
Casimir is there too!
I know.
Casimir.
I was like, oh shit.
Van
Van Richten springs into action as he successfully lands 2 rapier slashes and finally shoots the creature with his gun. Lucia proceeds to cast Guiding Bolt and uses the ability Violent Shot with her gun, ultimately killing the first gargoyle. Spores fall from the now deceased gargoyle's body, not Bali. They then explode, leaving Twyla and Farron poisoned. Ark quickly heals Twyla with lay on hands and is able to remove the poison from her system.
Hooray.
She and Van Richten attack once more, slashing away at the final enemy. Farron manages to shrug off the poison from her body and angrily calls upon a crackling storm cloud and wills it to shoot lightning down upon the flying creature. Ark then kills the final enemy with one swipe of his blade, and danger seems to come to a halt, at least for now. After exploring the guard tower, the party moves forward towards a massive bridge. Upon getting closer, a thick fog clouds around everyone, and all that can be heard is the beating of massive wings. The group then sees an extremely large bird, which Ark and Farron are able to identify as a rock. Thankfully, everyone seems to be unnoticed by it. Once safely across the bridge, the party spots dire wolves flanking the roads ahead. As if things couldn't get any worse, a figure emerges from behind, the wolves parting as she steps forward. Standing before everyone is none other than Mira Lamb, her single red eye seemingly glowing through the fog. She speaks only one sentence. I'm not doing the accent. It's high time for us to have a chat.
Yeah.
That was such a long recap. I'm so sorry. I will try not to have it that long in the future.
That's okay. A lot of things happened. Anyway, we're back. Andy, you're still medium rare!
I think Andy's computer
I don't know
has
how I
become
got
medium
here.
rare.
I don't know how I got here.
That
I
was
was trying to ride a carnival ride.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if under Ark's helmet was just an alligator this whole time and no one knew? Just like his muzzle's just sticking out of the helm, but everyone just pretends like, what? That could be a man under there.
That's actually adorable.
All right.
God.
You
Oh,
guys
well.
Remember there after a carnival ride launches him?
Red.
launched you in Barovia? Oh my god.
Hyper true.
Wrong button.
Anyway. Anyway.
Winter, can you read Paper's comment out loud?
Hold on.
Not the at though. Just don't read at Titty Vape.
I
Just
don't
the
know if I'm
words after.
supposed to do that. Hi, Danny.
Hello,
Aztec's gonna
Danny.
get a
I was
bingo
trying
point if
to
I do
trick
it.
you.
She can read.
Actually,
I was.
Aztec didn't post a bingo.
Oh.
Guys, we're in the clear tonight. Well, he got bingo last week, so he probably
He's-
is like still celebrating.
He got a
Oh,
victory
time
off
for-
of Monday.
Now it's time for piss talk.
Hell
No.
yeah, baby.
Thank
One
you,
critique that I
Danny.
Yeah.
For the recap, Mariah, is it wasn't long enough. You should
And-
triple
I'm
the
gonna
length.
cry.
At least hit 100,000 word count.
As I read as I was reading it out loud, I was like, wow, I hate every single thing that I wrote.
Well, I
No,
thought
it was
good.
wonderful.
It
I
was
thought it was
good.
nice.
There's actually only
Perfect.
one thing I had to point out. Is
Yeah.
that it was episode 47, not 37.
Oh,
But that's
let's
all.
go. Why didn't you tell me that before we went live?
I didn't see it.
I
That's
look
alright.
like a fool.
Well, I mean, the basic context clues, everyone would have seen that every other
Yeah.
recap was in the 40s.
Everyone can see this is session 48.
No one's
They can
gonna
do
think
it.
we got all the way here at 37. That's ridiculous.
We decided to retcon back to 37.
I was
actually.
like, when
Yeah,
I
just
looking
took
at
all
it,
back.
when I read 38, I was like, interesting. Like I was like, I
Anyway.
feel like we've been playing longer than that, but okay.
Why don't we bust down into this frickin' this situation?
But I didn't have time to do my normal bullshittery.
Well, okay, you get right now to add any bullshit you want, and then we're getting into it. Right now. Go ahead. Right now. This is your
Alright, I'm
only
good.
chance.
I'm good. That was
Okay.
it.
Good. All right. We'll take it. We'll take it. Anyway, you guys just step over the bridge. I know the bridge isn't presented here, but just imagine there's one there. Anyway, you step over the bridge, and you are greeted by a familiar face in an unfamiliar circumstance. Wolves along margins of this narrow pass with trees on either side. The cold bites at this point, as does the wind. And you can tell that if it were not for Casimir, who I forgot to put in.
How dare you?
And
if it-
Lucia.
Lucy's there.
Hello.
But you were saying if it were not for Casimir
Oh,
and
okay.
Lucia.
You're right, yeah, because they both
She
have
got the
rings.
ring, too.
That's right. Yes, if it were not for Casimir and Lucia, you guys would be really feeling that cold right now. It's the kind of cold where you don't want to stay out more than 5 minutes in, and you're basically
dick's
jogging
freezing up.
everywhere.
My dick fell off.
And my dick fell out. Yeah, okay, there it is.
You stole and copied my
There
joke.
it is.
And atop this small little outcrop of stone, looking over her wolves, getting to one knee as if to look down at you all, with narrowed, sharp eyes. She waits, as if for an explanation.
Okay. I'll speak up. I'll say, well, let's have a chat then.
She's just
Can-
looking between each of you. She seems to be
Of
privy
course you're
towards taking her time.
Can you lower the bow so this at least feels a bit more friendly?
She doesn't have a bow.
Oh,
There's no bow in her hand, and there's no bow in her back.
Making
Oddly
sure.
enough,
Interesting.
That's rather strange.
she looks entirely unarmed. She is just a woman. In wearing black leathers.
Not
And
true.
surrounded by
She's
dire wolves.
definitely armed.
And she's
The
just,
dire wolves.
and she's just going to finally speak up and say, "I'm supposing you were thinking you weren't going to see me again. Is that right?"
Not now.
Not yet.
Not ever, maybe. Maybe that would have been more comfortable for you.
I don't know if I can answer that.
Well, my plan was to defeat Strahd and then see him.
What then?
Then we leave Barovia.
Simple as that, is it? Go back
One would
home,
hope.
get in bed. Maybe imagine it was all a bad dream. You ever
Just
stop
move
to
on.
imagine, just for a moment, that maybe some of us can't leave?
What do you mean?
Because you're
Insight?
Go ahead.
I know why, I think. Is it because you're turned?
What happened to my character sheet?
I ate it.
Oh,
What happened?
It's gone now. I
No,
digested
don't
it.
joke about that, because holy shit, what happened?
I mean, I'll also insight, but
like,
I did ask
looking
that
DM winner?
question out loud.
She is not responding to your question.
Oh god,
Oh,
oh god,
you're-
oh god.
It's okay. You just might need to restart your Tailspire.
Okay, I'll be back. I'll be
Once
back.
done, that'd be
And we
Wait, hold on.
never
I can see.
saw
I
them
can see
again.
everything. It's working.
It's
It
working.
just looks
It's
like
working.
it just looks like shit. Damn. Oh yeah, I did the wrong one. But it's still the same modifier, so 8.
May I also roll insight if it's not?
You may. You may.
I think while everyone's talking, Twyla is probably gonna like hold on to Van Richten and just kind of like linger behind everyone because she kind of senses this doesn't necessarily feel like her conversation.
Right. And Van Richten, for his part, is right there with you. And he's looking at you with eyes that seem to say, like, let's just handle this levelly. The way he frequently does. Okay. I mean, through insight...
Lucia's going through a little bit of a trauma kickback to kind of really focus on what she's saying.
Fair enough. And... Okay, so... Faerun, you can plainly tell she's very angry. There's a lot of anger, but she's clearly feels a lot of things. There's plenty of pain there, and it doesn't seem like she's being roundabout or mincing her words. But she spends her time looking between each of you, almost like she's seeing you for the first time. And she just kind of purses her lips as she looks to you, Lucia.
Oh god.
She says, "You were supposed to be different, you know. You said you came here to help children. You remember that? Or is that just to convince yourself and others that you're more than what everyone can see you to be now?"
Things change, especially in this environment.
Don't they ever? And she just kind of like clenches her fists a little bit and she says, "Why didn't you come back for me? Why didn't any of you come back? I waited. You only came when he called."
Enough. I tried to find you the night of the ball. I
We didn't
tried
feel
to
like we
follow.
could.
I wanted to see you again.
You don't
But
think I
he's so
think about you being gone?
powerful. We didn't want to die in the process of trying to save you and failing. And you still being stuck there. We needed to become stronger.
We fought Strahd 3 times. Each time,
Or
the
question
only
mark?
reason we left was because he allowed those of us who remained to live.
You came when he called you. And so you could have come at any point for me, had it crossed your mind. Or maybe I didn't.
Well,
you-
in our defense, Twyla came in, and it'd be really weird to have one player play 2 characters. Sorry.
You're ruining the moment.
And what would you have us do then? Just show up, tell Strahd we're taking you, and then walk away as if nothing ever happened?
I don't think it's a good idea to antagonize her line of thinking. She
You'd
is
have made
threat.
about as much progress as you already have. Look at you.
Yeah.
What have you done in these past 2 weeks? What do you mean to do?
Kill him.
And
Keep
how's that
moving.
going for you?
Poorly.
We're getting there.
No, you're not. I seen both fights. You're not getting there. And I don't think you're getting out of this valley either. So you tell me,
Is that a
and you
threat?
convince me right now that you've got a plan, and I'll leave.
I think Ark should do the talking on this one.
I was just gonna say
I will look at art.
I'm gonna start by using my my paladin feature to give myself a +5 on charisma checks.
Oh, you can't use your class features on your teammates. That's mean.
Well, we've been working on things. We've managed to collect 2 items so far that we think can, well, at least help us limit his options. We were hoping that by coming here we might find further answers on how to weaken him or at least contain him somehow. If we can do that, well then, at the wedding in a day's time, we can ambush him. Try to take him on there.
All right, go ahead and roll persuasion. No no advantage, no nothing. Just straight.
Alrighty.
Damn.
Persuasion.
You can't use class features on your teammates. That's mean.
They're not our teammate anymore. Persuasion.
In fact, I'm gonna give you disadvantage on this.
Oh shit. 16.
You guys have had all the advantage in the world for this entire campaign. You got disadvantage now.
Oh,
Does anyone mind if I use one of the group inspos we have?
I have
Go
no issue.
ahead, King.
Not
go
this
ahead.
time, buddy. Sorry.
What?
No, not
We're
this time.
being
I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Go ahead. I wanted to rub on that a little bit. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead.
I was like, Jesus, Derek.
I think I'd have justification.
All right. Well,
Same
it's
thing.
gonna.
Same
But I
exact thing.
am gonna use my my reborn feature.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
To add
A 1.
6.
Oh, 6! Shit.
So
18.
it's that plus a 5 plus a 6?
Yep. So that plus 11. So 23.
23.
My
All right.
God.
And what you said was that you're going to ambush him at the wedding.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to let you know right now there were levels to success on this. I'm not saying you succeeded or not, but she just kind of watches. There's a lot of silence in the way that only snow is silent, and she just kind of stares through you for a good long while, like she's lost in thought. And she just shakes her head and says, "You're gonna ambush him when he invited you there. That's your big plan."
The way we see it, it's the only plan that we have left. I don't think he's going to let us live past then. Will no longer be interesting to him. And he'll discard us after that. So it's either we win and we successfully defeat him then and there, or we face a fate worse than death.
Jesus, man.
I could kill you all now, and it would be mercy in my eyes. At least then it'd be quick. Then it'd be right.
I appreciate the sentiment, but
You
I
could
appreciate
kill
the
us,
sentiments.
but I
it
don't
doesn't-
think it would
Sorry.
be. But I don't think it would be right. Wouldn't be right if Strahd killed us. But I don't think it would be right if you did either.
I also. It doesn't seem like things that die in this valley stay dead.
Oh, do you imagine? And what other revelations have you come upon in your 2 weeks here?
Well, I could read her
This
over
will-
recap.
She's asking facetiously, and she didn't really expect an answer. And she's just like got a curl of her lip a little bit, and she says, "You all were supposed to be different. I thought I could trust you. But I know now that I think I belong here. I belong with the ugly things so long as they're honest. That much I can take."
There's no dishonesty coming from us. I'm sorry we let you down. We had plans to come get you, and I'm sorry we left you there for so long. I'm sorry we didn't try hard enough. You're right. It's not fair. Maybe unforgiving. But-
And she... Oh, go ahead.
I just want you to know that we all cared for you. We thought about you constantly. Lucia, she hasn't been the same since. None of us have. And I was so happy when I got to see you again, finally, at the ball. And I know it's selfish of me to say, but especially with what you were going through, what you must have been dealing with. It was poor timing. I shouldn't have followed you, but just wanted to talk. I thought maybe then I could save you. Maybe then we could help you. But it's very clear you didn't want to talk, and I don't blame you for that either.
I still don't. I'm doing this because I have to. You can spare me your affections. I've seen what they're worth. And don't talk to me of Lucia. I've seen what she's worth too. Thought you were good once. But now I don't think goodness exists.
not here at least.
She just kind of spits on the ground as you say that. And she like, a bow appears in her hand out of nowhere in a way that only Faerun's seen before, and she clenches it tightly to the extent that her arm begins to shake until it disappears again. And she just says, "If you somehow manage this, which you won't, you may see me again, but it's never going to be the same. And I wouldn't have it be. Now, otherwise, go find whatever death suits you. It's not my matter anymore." And so long as she's not stopped, she's going to turn, whistle, and the wolves are going to, one by one, begin following her as she makes her way out. And only very, very short distance. You don't see her at all as she enters the darkness. She
We
comes
still hear the
functionally
whistle.
it's a short whistle. It's a short whistle.
Let's get moving.
All right.
Agreed.
All right.
That's like all she says for the rest of the trip.
Well, everyone say thank you to Andy because that was going to be a hell of a fight.
Thank you,
Thank
Andy.
you, Andrew.
And you've effectively kicked it down the road a little bit. Maybe it'll happen later, maybe it won't.
Thank you, Andy, for having a plus 11 and
Yeah, holy
I
shit.
can only
he-
do that
He
briefly.
can roll he rolls a 4 and he gets a 23, which means if he rolled a 1, it would still be just ridiculous.
It would still be wait, but that would be a flat.
Well, that would be a
20 on
critical
one, right?
failure.
You can't critical
You
fail
roll
on
a
You
know.
on
can't
skills.
crit fail.
If you rolled a 1, I'm not letting you succeed on anything. I don't care. There has to be some level to which you do not succeed on something. I don't care what your bonuses are. Anyway,
What's the point of having a bonus to anything?
what's the point of playing a game if you can only succeed?
Increase the difficulty.
Touche.
Anyway, I'm gonna have you all change maps to. Oh boy, here we go. The
Look,
say
I
the
have
incredible.
2 characters I can pick up. Hey, Derek. Look at me. I'm Mira.
You could pick them up. So.
I can still
on
pick
our
her up.
side again.
That is her character.
That means she's on our side. Where are we going?
She hates your asses.
Amber
We're going to the
Temple, I
Amber
can't find
Temple.
it.
Yeah, I know.
Is
she
there
hates
anything
us.
else we can explore in the mountains, or was that literally just to encounter Mira?
Yeah, that was it. I just needed it to
there
not
it
be
is.
like the 2 square
Oh,
feet I
shit,
had on the
this
last
map.
map. Yeah, this one's big, so
That's
just
impressive.
humor. I did not build this. I cannot take credit for this.
That's impressive.
What
Um,
is what? Oh,
not
it's
sponsored.
under Barovia Destination.
Hashtag
Question
not
mark?
sponsored.
I'm sorry.
Never mind. I said find.
You heard the man.
Also, do not be surprised if you just hear snoring coming from my end at any point tonight. Just let it lie there.
You're all right.
Do not be alarmed. I
Just
can't
don't be
select
alarmed.
my token? There we go.
Be not afraid.
Be not afraid of the snoring. That is not any kind of animal in the woods. That's just me.
Hmm.
What you say if you're like a fucking Wendigo or something.
So that
How'd
was
you
very
know?
funnily put.
Try not to arouse suspicion.
As you guys are walking, going about, up and up the mountain, the air is getting thinner and more brisk. And Van Richten's going to kind of step between all of you as you're walking. He's going to say, "You all right?" I imagine that was a little personal.
Doesn't matter at this point. We've already been through worse. Just gonna be one more face.
We'll be alright.
He's going to kind of nod his brow a little bit and look over to you, Lucia, and he's going to say, "Some things have to matter, Lucia, or else none of this was worth it."
I'm saving my emotions so when we're done.
He just kind of looks a
I'm-
little troubled, but continues onward. And
Every time I say something, he gets like a red flag of like, oh my
he's
god, I
like,
gave her
boy,
a gun.
I gave her a gun.
Red hair.
Like, every time, it's just, oh god.
Casimir is just kind of like doing the like a side eye that like dogs do sometimes.
Bombastic side eye.
Yeah, where he's just like
I did a compilation of like Van Richten regretting giving me a gun.
Sometimes
It's like
all
a-
you can do is just keep going. This is war at this point. We just have to keep trudging on. Until we win or until we die.
Casimir's just gonna look back at you at this point. He's gonna stop and he's gonna say, "Listen, I know this has been pretty heavy for you guys, but can we just? I didn't sign up for any of this. I just wanted to get to. You know what? Never mind. Excuse me.
We're
Why
here.
why did you want to come here specifically?
Because it's extremely dangerous.
Can you elaborate on that?
No.
This place is known for having some incredible darkness within it. I don't know much more beyond that, other than there are dangers probably untold.
Can I roll insight on that?
You can.
Can I also? I was like,
I will
why do you want to be
abstain.
here, bitch? Obviously, I'm not going to guide myself because he would see that. Oh!
Aaron, resist
Um,
touching yourself.
Oh! Fuck, dude. And I
We
rolled
both
so
got
well
tens.
on my insight before. Please tell me someone's gonna roll well.
I got a 10.
I
You got a
abstain.
test, so did I, but I still got a crit, a fucking critical failure.
You can't crit fail on a skill check.
Oh,
Yes, you can.
Apparently you
No, you
can.
can't.
If-
there. Someone
said
else
you can.
fucking roll insight, please.
I don't know
I
about insight,
refuse.
but bada bing,
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Oh,
look at
thank
that.
God.
bada bada posta beans.
Lucia
Derek,
is
23,
not-
please.
He does not care for his
Uh,
words.
He's telling you the truth, but he's not telling you everything.
Tell us everything. Tell us, what are you holding back, bitch?
Do we have to call him a bitch?
No, probably not. We probably should do that.
She'll like look at Casimir as he's talking and like kind of furrow her brow a little bit, and she'll just look up to Van Richten as if to let him know, like, hey, this seems weird.
And he kind of gives you a little bit of a knowing look as well, but he's got a pretty good poker face. Okay. All right. Oh, was that it? You guys going in? Because at this point, you it's only a little bit more walking until you see the snow-capped, almost snow-buried structure built into the mountain itself. And at this point, the cold is, even with the rings of worth, it's hard to ignore. That wind just chews through a person.
I'm going to be
Lucia will
honest.
not.
If
Oh,
we are unable to see the structure from where we are, I highly doubt our character's perceptions.
Yeah, well, just imagine you're still going up the mountain. Okay, listen. Maps can only do so much. Anyway.
Lucia will not pull it out fully, but she will like look in her bag and kind of just stare
She's
at
pulling
the
it out?
amber. She's kind of just staring at the amber key.
Okay. All right. Okay, so the road fades away under a covering of snow, but it takes
Whatever
it takes you far enough to see the facade of some kind of temple carved into the sheer mountain face ahead. The front of the structure is 50 feet high and has 6 alcoves containing 20-foot-tall statues. Each statue is carved from a single block amber and depicts a faceless, hooded figure. Its hands pressed together in a gesture of prayer. Between 2 innermost statues is a 20-foot-tall archway, the staircase leading down.
Oh, down. What wonderful.
And did you guys roll perception by any chance?
No,
No,
yes.
Oh, I didn't know we
but I
could.
will.
You can if
And
you
We,
would.
we shall.
I would like to, and I would also like to guide myself, if that's all right.
I will
19.
make-
Oh, that
I
one
would
under the
do
board,
that.
it's gone forever. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Wow.
Well,
Also, Dread, I saw that. I can't say it though because Aztec will get a bingo.
I can say it.
I got
Yeah, you
a
can say it.
21.
Where is it? Twyla has seen his poke her face. Get
Uh,
it? Because she probably got slapped on the face with his dick.
Why would he do that to her? He seems like a polite guy.
I don't know. We don't know how fucking freaky Twyla is.
Maybe it was a quest. You got me there. Okay. Anyway,
She's not denying it.
I don't know what to do with this information.
you think they're casting Mage Hand on that thing?
My god.
Excuse
Does
me.
it
I don't
cast
even
it on-
have that spell.
You're lost. Anyway,
Wow. Okay.
we call that the magical stranger.
What the fuck is wrong with you? We are at the Amber Temple right now, and you are acting like a child.
I love this
I've
part.
never made these jokes before. Oh my god.
I love it. I
was
love this
such
party so
low-hanging
much.
fruit. Oh my god.
I love this party.
Speaking of low-hanging fruit, your boyfriend's old.
What the fuck is happening? Oh my god!
Okay.
My God!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm turning
I'm
the
back.
stream off. We're done.
No, hold on. I gotta give something to Derek. There you go. I have a gift
Oh
for you.
my god, fuck me.
Honestly, deserved, but the best, almost the funniest shit of
good.
all time.
Alright, now you can end the stream.
Okay. Alright, so you guys read this super evil fucking temple. And I'm serious about it.
How do we
I'm
know
super
it's
serious.
evil?
Because
You
it's fucking-
get it. It's
'cause I'm about
very
to tell you.
evil.
Because Strahd told us to go to it. It's obviously evil.
Maybe
Anyway,
it's really nice.
Let me
Maybe we'll
elucidate
get a massage.
a little more on that right now. Ark.
Hallucinate.
No, not hallucinate. Elucidate. Anyway, Ark. I'll take that potion on break. Ark, you
What?
I'm busy right now. Ark, go ahead and you know what? I'm just gonna say, even without your divine sense active right now, this place is oppressive. Even just to look at. And you get a distinct. You've been around a long time, and you don't get many of these senses, but you get a really distinctive sense of, oh my god, I do not want to go in there.
It's like a Jesus Christ.
The air feels thick and heavy on the shoulders. Like moving around is like stepping through soup.
What flavor is soup?
Evil.
I'll just assume split pea.
No, I like split pea.
Oh, it's delicious, but could you imagine having to walk through it?
That would be horrible. What do we get with our perceptions? We did pretty good.
Yes.
I got a
yes,
natural
you did pretty
20.
good. Yes, Twilight.
Yeah, I got a 21, but it's
in
not
particular.
natural.
I'm still
not
laughing, sorry. No, I'm
these-
sorry, I'm still laughing.
But I'll tell you what is natural. These big naturals. Okay.
Well, there you go.
Paper, get
There
on
you
it.
go, ladies and gentlemen.
Paper?
So,
Faerun's not mine.
Twyla and
I
Faerun
doubt
in
that.
particular, you guys see that this place, there seems to be a fissure that's opened on the mountainside west of the temple's facade, creating a gap 2 feet wide, 10 feet tall, 15 feet deep. You see light coming from a room beyond, and you hear the softest of human voices. Let me go ahead and... It's somewhere in proximity.
You gonna use the new ping?
Yeah, I don't know if this map has included it.
Lucia is pulling out her gun.
It's
Just
somewhere in
immediately.
proximity of like here. They don't. It's not like it's just people talking, like a low tone. It doesn't
Still
seem-
pulling out my gun.
Guys, I think there's people over there.
Hands up.
It's a fissure leading into like a lower portion of the temple. It's not anything you can see that can see you. They're certainly talking as though they're not on guard or alert.
What do we do?
Fine.
Should we go see what they're talking about? Try to listen in a little more? Maybe see what the fuck they're doing here?
Probably. Maybe
Not a bad
they're
idea.
nice.
Casimir's gonna pipe up at this point. He's gonna say, "Best if we don't. We have business to attend to, and it's probably just the mountain folk. They sometimes will stay in the temple just from shelter from the storm while hunting."
Who are the mountain folk?
And why would they
Folks that
stay in
live in
this
the mountain.
super evil temple? Do you feel the energy right now? It's horrible.
The energy's quite bad, but the temple might kill them, and the cold will.
I guess.
I'd still take the cold.
Yeah, I
Same.
would too.
Wait,
I
are these
would
the mountain
turn
people we were
into
looking
a
for?
creature that thrives into the cold, and I'd be okay.
How very nice for you. And he just turns around and starts
How
going up the
very
stairs.
nice for you.
Just smile at him.
Good for you.
Oh,
He seems
good
like
for
he's
you.
got- he seems
I
like
would
he's got
live.
shit to
I
do.
could live up
Oh,
here for a few
Casimir.
hours.
You guys are not winning Casimir over.
No, I'm sorry,
I
Casimir.
don't plan on it.
Gruta!
I don't care about him. I
Hi.
don't trust him. Hi, Gruta. I do
He's
care
had a
about you.
hard
Yeah, right.
life. His people got genocided.
His
Yeah,
ears are
yeah.
ripped off.
Okay, hold on. Never mind. I'm starting to remember more about Casimir. I retract my statement. Didn't realize bro had it. I forgot bro had it so rough.
He's
Sorry,
had a
yeah.
terrible life.
Yeah, he's had a very long, very terrible life. That's correct. You guys have been here 2 weeks. Imagine what it's being like being here for centuries. It probably sucks ass, dude. That's gotta be rough.
See, imagine if you had to cut your ears off to be in hiding.
Would it be the first time one of my characters has?
Ah. Okay, never mind.
Any who's what's.
Oh,
What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna follow him.
Okay. The icy steps. The icy steps lead to a large door. A large door.
Oh, is it a
Anyone
double
hear
door?
that echo?
Please tell me it's a double door.
I don't think this is a
Oh,
door
it's
at
a-
all, actually. I think this is a wall
It's not a door,
piece.
it's just a wall. It is a
I
wall.
think we have to like clip through, maybe.
Dude, am I allowed to go?
The door is higher up as you guys ascend the stairs even further.
Oh,
Ignore the
Yeah.
fact that this is quite wide and quite open. There is a very large door.
Oh my
With a
lord, we
keyhole.
gotta go a ways to get to the damn door.
Oh yeah, well
yeah. I was like, I thought the stairs were gonna descend, not ascend.
You sounded
I'm
like
gonna
Richard
be
there for a
honest.
second.
If
I got a
if
decent.
if I had to
Seriously.
climb up that many stairs, I would be huffing and puffing by the time I made it to the top.
Yeah. Not ergonomically made. The cultists who made this place should have been more considerate. I don't know. Anyway. One second, let me get Van Richten up here.
Get my Pookie up here.
No,
More time.
I miss
stay for outside.
my
Derek,
I
can you
had
please-
a Pookie
can you-
once.
Can you please repeat the joke you made? Because I'm still fucking crying at that.
Yeah. I was talking about how I can't believe I had never made any mage sex jokes about the two mages having sex, but it seemed like low-hanging fruit. Speaking of low-hanging fruit, your boyfriend's old.
I'm gonna
So
fucking
I don't know,
kill
just
you.
the delivery of that fucking
And
killed
Rickon
me.
did not deserve that.
I
My,
know.
like, even y'all didn't even say that shit about my shitty older ex. I mean, you gonna
But-
say it about Van Richten?
Like,
No,
how-
no,
So
Van
uncalled for!
First of all, Van Richten is about the same age as your shitty older ex, so he's really not.
Yeah,
What?
but Van Richten isn't shitty.
He's like 50-something. Yeah, he's around here.
No, they're tight, dude, because he's got good energy, so they're still tight. They're not hanging low. Not yet.
we're not discussing this.
I like how
Let's just-
we've just established lore that's all based on aura. Anyway.
Can we go ahead and get a diagram, a medical scientific diagram?
Dude, I'm telling you,
her
aura and vibes will tell you a lot about a person's ball sack.
walls.
Any lovelies out there? If you could go back and clip
No,
the
we're
whole
not-
low-hanging fruit thing, that would be great. Because
I'm checking the VOD. I'm checking the VOD after this.
Okay, I'm sorry, by the way. I didn't mean to cook. Look, I'm literally playing
You cooked
as Van
way-
Richten. Of course,
you
I don't
cooked-
mean to disrespect
Why don't you just
him.
get him up here?
He is
No.
up there. He's next to you.
No, he's not. That's Ark.
Well, hold on. Don't go that far in, guys, because the door is here. This
You
is the door.
cooked way too
Well, you
hard
didn't
on that.
say that.
Sorry. Okay.
You just
okay.
let us go. You can't just let us go. You gotta know that.
Okay.
We're
All right,
like
hold on.
wild animals.
Let me get back into the zone real quick. Let me get the
Arc
tone right
back.
again.
You've
Right, here we go.
ruined
Me, spooky place.
Arc
Woo.
place.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
We're rewinding the tapes. It's a VHS, so it's a little slow.
Anyway.
I miss VHSs. Gonna be honest.
I do too. You remember that sound it would make when you just put them in?
Yeah.
I was a little kid, but I kind of remember that.
I also
Coming
like
soon.
kind of
Put
putting
Pookie
my.
next to Twyla.
Oh yeah,
I was
sorry.
kind of just liked putting my forehead up against the
They're
TV
supposed to
and
be
feeling the
next to each
static.
other.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, so there is a very large set of double doors with a singular keyhole. The filigree is done in the same amber that you see the statues made out of. It's the only color to be found at the top of this frigid gray and white mountain.
Hmm.
Lucia,
Yes.
there is a distinctive pull. Whereas Ark, although he has not communicated this, feels distinctively like he does not want to go in here. You
I
get the exact...
communicate that.
Oh, you did? Okay, well then you get the exact opposite feeling. You feel like you need to go in here.
Lucia's gonna walk up to the door and feel
It's 'cause
against
of
it.
the key. I don't know.
Thank you for the posture check and hygiene.
Make him put.
Ooh,
You could
it-
say that.
It might be because of the key.
Yeah, there we go. Ark has my favorite answer.
It might be.
Or
They're
it
just,
might
like,
be
yelling
because
things dramatically, having no idea if they're true.
Who knows?
Lucia will go up to the door. There a keyhole?
There is. And it looks like it matches.
That or Lucia has already sold their soul to like a dark entity in order to guarantee Strahd's death.
Before we go in, there's something I want to talk about.
You
Is
chose
it
a
the
weird
pull you feel
time.
here that you should probably tell us about?
Farron,
Say
you
it
don't know
again.
about
Say it again.
No, that was like Mariah.
What did she say?
I said, is it the pull you feel here that you should probably tell us about?
No, she won't talk about that. It's just say,
That's
I
fine.
know we're all, I like to hope we're all on the same page, but we're going in here to find anything we can to kill Strahd. We're all on that page?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no
Can't
matter
imagine a
what
better
we
reason.
So no matter what we find, I just want y'all to know that I think the end will justify the means here.
I'm sorry, repeat that last part. I didn't hear it.
I feel the end will justify the means.
What does
Okay.
that mean? Do you know
I
what's
don't
in
know.
here?
I don't know what's in here. I just feel like it's not going to be good, considering. And she kind of just turns around and just kind of gestures. Yeah, like just like it's very evil fucking McGee Castle over here.
Evil McGee.
I don't know what we're fighting. Just be ready for some of the worst shit we've probably seen. And she will put the key in and twist.
Casimir just kind of steps up eagerly, waiting at the door, and he says, "You don't know the half of it." And the door opens with a very loud.
Dude.
See? That's a spirit.
And the doors open as though they haven't in some time. The smell that comes out of this place as the still air hits you, it smells like old death. Not rank, rotting roadkill, but old, dry death. Fran Richten squeezes your hand, Twyla. And then he steps in. With raising his lantern. No time like the present.
Amen.
Let's all be as quiet as possible.
She treads behind him.
Bang. Just
All
Can
right.
Aaron ask Casimir something?
Sure can.
Hey, you seem really excited to go in here. Is there any reason for that?
There is. I have business to attend to. I won't deny it.
Oh,
What
Well-
business is that?
yeah.
Sorry. I can explain more once we get there. It's difficult right now.
All right. You're not
as long
gonna
as it doesn't
like.
involve stabbing any of us.
Yeah, you're not gonna like betray us, are you?
But
You
what
let
good
us
would
hear.
that do me? If I betrayed you, then I would have no protection.
That's true. Insight check.
I don't even need an inside check. Even if he's like telling the truth there, it's all
I
in
feel like
sense.
he's telling the truth, but I'm just gonna roll anyway. 24.
Even if he was gonna backstab us, it's a valid point.
In that regard, he seems completely frank. He is not you, and you've seen yourself. He's not really a fighter. In this place, I mean, just by feel alone, it's not.
Okay.
Even if there were no threats here, this is not a place you'd want to come alone.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, icy steps descend 10 feet to a time-ravaged hallway with arrow slits in the walls. Arrow slits at about eye level, mind you. Beyond the hall lies a
Oh, yeah.
vast, sepulchral darkness.
Do we have any info? I'm trying to remember of what this place used to be.
Not really.
You don't.
The journal didn't really explain it very well.
That worries me, but that's semantics at this point.
Excuse me. Anyway,
This feels
You-
like the Temple of frickin' Shar. Nightmare.
oh boy.
In
I
Baldur's
didn't get
Gate.
that far.
Okay. So as you guys step forward, I'm assuming to the overlook, to the balcony.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have you all roll stealth if you choose to?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I would absolutely roll stealth. I'm assuming I have no time to cast pass without a trace. I wouldn't do it anyway, even if I did have time.
14.
I'll let you cast if you want to.
I want to save spell slots.
15, that's not bad.
I got a, what did I get? 22. Okay, well, it's not a natural 1.
It's not a natural one.
And then also Van Richten and Casimir might roll well.
But I must say, I almost forgot, I do have disadvantage.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, Crimp, thank you for the inspo!
Crimmy!
We already used Wyvern's inspo.
I did not roll less, so there you go. It's a 4.
At any rate, Casimir rolled well. Van Richten rolled okay. Your average, even with Andy. Let me just put it this way. As you guys make it to the overlook, a 20-foot wide balcony of black marble with a shattered railing overlooks a vast temple. Black marble staircases at each end of the balcony descend 30 feet to the temple floor. The vaulted ceiling is 30 feet above the balcony. The walls and ceiling are covered in an amber glaze, lending to the gloom of a golden sheen. A set of amber doors stands closed at the west end of the balcony. A similar pair stands open to the east. How do you proceed?
Oh,
How
shit.
tricky.
Should we go to the open door or the closed door?
Open door. Less noise.
That's true. Unless there's stuff
Yeah, that
already
is
in
true.
there. But there's probably stuff everywhere here.
Mm-hmm.
We can't tiptoe, or we can't pussyfoot the ideas thing, but here we're gonna have to accept
If we're-
something's in every.
If we're going to the right, we should stick to the right. And just follow that for as long as we can. And backtrack and stick to the right again.
I agree.
Right.
Try to follow the same pattern.
Van Richten nods as well, and so does Casimir. Casimir, for the fact that he needs protection, to his own admission, is very quick to take a point. He seems to be letting his feet.
Here's a
Really?
good idea for you to be going up front.
And he just kind of like
He can
puts a
do what he
finger,
wants, man. If he wants
puts
to.
a finger to his lips and he just says, "I don't mean to be overly ambitious, but this has been a long time coming."
You are so cryptic right now. I wish you would just tell us.
You'll see soon enough. And he steps through the door.
Okay.
Provided you all follow.
We're
Yeah.
following.
I'm not gonna let him go alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not splitting the party. Oh hey, what's that?
Ark splitting the party!
The room is
Quick,
featureless
Put
except
him in
for
the
a
hole.
rough.
Put him in the hole.
I'll
except
do it.
The room is featureless except for a rough-edged 10-foot diameter circular hole in the floor to the east and empty torch sconces along the wall. Double doors of amber stand open to the north
Indeed.
and west. A single closed door lies just south of the western set of double doors.
South, you say? That is to the
Mhm.
right.
Well,
Yes.
par for the course.
What's down the hole? She's gonna like look at Casimir.
I don't know. I've never been here.
Can I peer down and roll a perception check?
You may.
This is probably such a bad idea. We get like
And you
sucked
die.
into this- Yeah, I'm gonna get sucked into
I'm
this
gonna
hole.
hold you by the arm in case something tries to grab you.
Okay, thank you.
That's just a paranoia. Okay, don't say thank you. Remember, I have like a fucking 8 in strength. This is purely a formality.
Okay. What did you roll?
21.
It's very dark, and even in the darkness, there's a glint of amber. But
Like the mineral?
amber, yeah, amber the mineral.
Okay.
Like
And-
resin.
Yeah, exactly. Resinous, and it kind of shines in the darkness, although no light is coming from down there. You feel like you want to go down there.
Hey guys, I'm feeling a real strong desire to go down there, I turn back and say. So, we should probably not go down there.
I'm gonna start slightly pulling her. Just
If you're feeling a pull to go anywhere in here, that probably means we should go the opposite way.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, as
Should
long
we
as I
try
can like
going through
fight
this
the
door here?
pull, or like I'm not like rolling to try and fight it. I'm gonna be telling the party.
Ark is going to ask if we should go through this door that he found.
as you all do that, I want to look down the hole, see if I can see anything.
Girl,
Everyone's
let's start
interested
with
in the
Andy.
hole. Okay.
Yeah, you're
I'll
good. You're
hold
good.
on to you.
Does this door look like it's rusty enough to make noise if I open it?
Hi, Quinton.
I could know.
It certainly looks old, but there are arrow slits that you can look through.
I'll
A lot of
peer
arrow
through the
slits.
arrow slits then,
Mhm.
if that is allowable.
Sure. As you get on your tippy toes to look up through them, shattered bits of wood cover the floor of this frigid 20-foot square room, but you don't see much else. Looks to be mostly ransacked and ruined. Nothing of great interest in there. And Lucia, you were going to look down the opposite, the hole or the hall?
I was gonna look down the hole again, see if I could catch anything different.
You see the very same glint of amber, and the distinct feeling that you really want to go down there. Like it's to the extent that you're justified. Like it's the kind of desire that makes yourself justify it to yourself, even in spite of knowing this is creepy. You really want to go down there.
I'm just
Something
gonna
is
start
calling
to
you.
pull at her because I feel like she's.
You don't
been
know.
walking
You don't.
through there.
No,
So
that's
not saying
metagaming. You don't know
anything.
this.
Do I have a rope?
no, what are you doing?
I'm thinking to myself right now.
I think you've looked long enough, Lucia. I think it's maybe time to go through the door over here.
In a moment,
You should-
just seeing if there's. It seems just seeing if it's like an enclosed room. Because at this point, I think there should. If we know it's safe later, not saying now, we should maybe look down. We have a rope, right?
We do, and I
Did you
to
also get a
agree, we
weird
should-
feeling when you looked down there?
I feel no different than I already have.
I agree with Lucia. We should definitely have plans in place, contingencies in case we need to change
me
what
the-
direction we're heading.
Tell me about how you guys are having this conversation. To what volume? To what?
Hush whispers, and
You're
then
right.
me
Yeah, I wouldn't be screaming.
at the very least an inside voice when looking at Ark because he's
Alright.
at the door.
Ark,
Or at the
after
very most.
looking through the arrow slits, would probably come over back to the rest of the
Okay.
group.
Yeah.
Not very loud.
But-
At least no louder than we are now.
But
Lucia,
Lucia will.
looking at it, it looks like there are abundant loose stone handholds that make it in such a way that you could climb down without any great effort.
I'm staring at this for a moment.
Lucia, how have you felt since we arrived? You never said.
Trying to figure out how I answer this.
Because you told me you felt no different, but you never told me how you felt before.
She's gonna grab one of the rocks. A willingness to see this through. And if there's no contention, she is going to try and look down there further.
Okay. You see much the same as you have there. Although I'm gonna have you roll a perception check this time.
I'm gonna look to Ark. Did you notice how she didn't answer me?
I answered you. A willingness to see this through.
Oh,
It's
I
dark
thought
down
you were saying that like that's why you got down on your hands and knees to go further.
No, she grabbed how do I put it? She grabbed a part of the rock to start going further down.
Okay.
there. Okay. You see less the second time. It's clear it'd be easy to climb down there, but seeing what's down there, whatever's glinting amber only looks like it's about 10 feet down.
The 10-foot drop. I'll take a look and I'll come back up.
Hey DM, when I looked down with my perception, did it look like a deeper drop?
No, it looked much the same. It's very dark down there. And but Farron, you did see 3 skulls, one atop each glinting body of amber. They seem to just be atop each sarcophagus. Just regular skulls, dormant, regular, nothing.
Okay. Hey, Lucia, just so you know, when I looked down there, there's skulls. 3 of them.
I won't touch
Sure
him.
you should be going down?
I won't touch him. Besides, I'm probably the best person here to handle a bunch of skeletons.
Can we at least wait and come back to this before any of us go down there?
We're here, aren't we?
Van Richten's gonna step up and he's gonna say, Listen, lass, I really think we shouldn't be taking any chances of putting any individuals in a place where they can't immediately get help. I'll come down with you later. Let's just secure our perimeter.
We have
We have
more to
n-
explore other than this hole.
Yeah, we only just
Uh,
got here.
Clearly- there are
Baron.
clearly others here.
Oh, wait.
There's a chance that we could be set upon at any time by things that we do not know or do not see, and if we're not in a position to fight as a unit, then that could be what kills us.
I think Ark is speaking reason, lass.
Baron, you are the closest to Lucia, so you would notice it. As they're telling her to back off, you notice that she kind of very angrily grips the rock before climbing back up. Fine.
We can come
Why?
back.
Insight check.
Go right ahead.
Well, let's take a look down this one, shall we? And
I want
remember,
to know. I don't know where that went.
quiet.
21. I want to know why you're. If I'm missing something, if there's a reason she's reacting this way. Like, why is she so angry?
She is bothered that they can't just. It's a 10. In her mindset, it's a 10-foot drop. It's like 20 seconds to investigate at most. In her, at least the way she sees it.
Why?
And there's also just an incessant urge of we need to check that out.
Yeah.
right, you're informing your decisions based off of what I described. You're doing a good job of that.
Yeah, because there's no lying to this. More just frustration.
I understand.
We'll come back to it.
Twyla, as you and Van Richten peer down this hall, which is exactly what it is, you notice that glazed amber covers the walls of this 20-foot wide, 70-foot long arch corridor. The amber doors at the bottom ends of the hall stand open. The closed door is in the middle of the east wall, and 3 arrow slits are cut into the wall across from it. Cracks in the black marble floor run along the length of the hall.
I wonder how so much amber even got into this place. It's strange, isn't it?
Construction? Is it? I wouldn't know much about this type of stuff.
Well, it seems like the amber is just all over everything. Like, did this temple exist first and the amber encased it, or did the amber exist first? What is this place?
A real classic basilisk in the egg situation.
Let's get the egg.
So,
Can I roll perception to maybe
gotta
take a
move.
glimpse around and see if
You
I
sure
can see
can.
anything through the arrow slits?
as you're doing it, Casimir, who's staying very low and has a dagger in his hand, is beginning to go through
Casimir?
Through the hole or through the hallway?
the hallway.
I was like,
Yo,
if
yo,
we should get
yo,
the
yo.
hole after just tell Lucia not to.
At that point, we just let him go down and just.
Yeah,
that
but
point, I
you
go
know what?
in.
Go ahead, King. You do your
Alright,
proper
I'm gonna roll
shit.
perception then, if that's okay.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Or is that investigation, technically? I don't know.
I'll let you do either.
16.
Pretty good.
And what are you looking for specifically?
I was trying to look through the arrow slits to see, because they go into the room that's closed or something, you said?
That's right.
Okay, I'm trying to peer through to see if I can make out what's in there.
Okay, what you see is something familiar to you. Brings back bad memories. It's a
Oh.
lecture hall. This
Oh.
chamber is brightly lit by red copper lanthorns that hang the ceiling. The walls are sheathed in amber that has been shaped into bas-reliefs of voicers with spellbooks. Stairs to the north and south descend 20 feet to an obsidian lectern, behind which a slab of black slate hangs from the chains. Between the stairs and descending rows of red marble benches is sitting what appears to be a man, flipping through a book, sitting on the floor.
She puts her hand over her mouth, but she's starting to breathe like really sharply and heavily. She looks really freaked out.
Van Richten's gonna put a hand on your shoulder, and you guys would be like around here at this point.
Over here.
I was gonna say, what's the matter, lass?
Yeah.
She just kind of shakes her head, doesn't say anything.
Can I also look through the arrow slits to see if I can see what Twyla saw?
Sure do. And to your eyes, it looks rather mundane.
Really?
Oh.
So
I'll take
he
a try.
did-
I'll take a try.
I mean, he sees the lecture hall, he sees the person sitting there.
Oh,
but-
okay.
I mean, Twyla's got some school trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lucia will kind of look at Twyla and kind of a knowing glance of what's up.
Oh yeah, Lucia's the only one that knows.
You don't think it's him, right?
How would that be possible?
That's my point.
Him?
Temple's probably fucking with you. He's not real.
I don't know, that looks like a
Just-
real person.
That person
Just-
does look real.
Just
Well,
from that
it may
glance,
be a person. It's not him. We can both agree to that.
just from that glance, Twyla and Ark, the person has half of their scalp singed. It's very much a human, not an elf.
What did you do to him?
I didn't do that.
Should we talk to him? He might know more about what's going on here. And there's a possibility he may have already triggered some of the traps that exist here.
What if he is a trap? Like, what if he wants to hurt us?
That's a risk I think that's worth the risk.
It's at this
Because-
point. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
We have no information. Casimir seems to be the only person who knows anything about this place, and he's not telling us, and he's going to look pointedly at Casimir. Well, it might be worth it to ask someone.
I don't know if I can go in there.
You don't have to, I will. Stay out here, just be ready in case things go awry.
Okay. Van Richten is like gonna look you in the eyes a little bit. He's gonna say, "How about I stay out here with you?"
I don't think we should go in there at all, but if everyone else wants to.
Well,
We're at an impasse where if we don't explore rooms, we're not going to get info. I'm already
It's
bothered. We're not checking out the hole, so at this point, we need to check this out.
It's at this point that you guys hear a distinctive grinding of stone against stone. And then all of a sudden there is a shake of the entire ground that you stand upon. Some of the walls, too. And then another. And it
sounds like-
sounds like footsteps of something massive coming from deeper in the hall. Coming
Oh.
in your direction.
Lecture room's a
Guys,
place to hide.
we might not have a choice, and Ark's going to, as quietly as he can, open the doors wide enough for us to get inside. And he is going to motion for Twyla to join, despite the discomfort.
She will. But
Van
she's
Richten
gonna
says-
be holding on to Van Richten and Lucia's hands. As she like shakily goes in this
Well, Van
room.
Richten's got his entire arm around you, and he's
And as
She's like full body shaking going in this room.
I hate keep alluding to it, but it's really fun to talk about. I'm very excited because there's going to be a lot of Lucia fun for me. As you are essentially pulling with Lucia into the room, you notice that she's kind of not full on resisting, but you do have to kind of pull a bit as she's looking down the hall where that hole was.
You left Ark
Once
outside the
everyone's-
room.
Well, I was gonna say, once everyone's inside, Ark is going at the room. Ark is going to close the door behind us. Also, wait, if you're holding their hands, are you not able to use spells that require somatic components?
I can just let go
I
of
think it's
her
more just
hands.
like I think it's more just like a
One
thing of
over.
just like, oh, I need the emotional support to go in.
She's having trauma. She needs her support group right now.
As you enter, this singed man, who you now see has a small little red imp familiar that's hanging to his shoulder, just kind of like stands upwards very, very quick, and he just puts his hands out, dropping the book. He says, "Who are you? Who are you?"
Listen,
We
we
don't
mean
wanna
you no
hurt-
harm. We were coming in here to hide because we heard some very loud thuds coming from down the hall.
And then he just kind of immediately puts a finger to his lips, and then after that, takes both hands and kind of like waves them up and down in a motion that says, "Quiet, quiet." As the steps grow louder and louder, and they're just until they're just in the hallway where you were only a minute before. This thudding, one after another, until the wall behind you shakes. You can tell it's only a matter of 1 foot of stone wall between you and whatever this is. You can see that this
What's up?
singed man is wide-eyed. His jaw is hanging slack, and his imp is like has his hands over his face like a monkey. And it takes only a minute or two more for whatever this thing is to continue its patrol onwards before he finally releases the breath he was holding. He says, oh God, you don't know how lucky you are."
I'm guessing you know what that was?
"Oh, I know what it was all right, and I want nothing to do with it."
Why are you down here?
"Why are you down here?"
I asked first, and she pulls out the gun.
Let's
And he
calm
just puts his
down.
hands
We
up
know
again and
it.
says,
Wait.
all right.
Hey, we're not gonna hurt you. Lucia, we don't need to point a gun at everybody we meet, please.
They don't even know what it is.
I've seen wands before, I know what that is.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll go with the wand.
Weird looking wand. Anyway.
That is a weird looking
No, it can only cast one spell in particular.
Anyway, and he just kind of like picks up his book and puts it into his cloak. He says, "I'm Valnus."
Wait, he puts his cloak in his book?
His book in his cloak, sorry. He says, "I'm Valnus."
Vanus?
Vileness.
Oh,
Vile-
spells-
Oh, what a crazy name.
Vileness, and this is Quasit. This is Quasit. And he points to his imp who just kind of like takes his hands away from his face and buffets his wings twice.
Lucia will look
What?
at Twyla and kind of see if that name corroborates with her backstory.
She's just kind of looking around the room, like in horror. But she doesn't react really to him. He's not familiar. What is
Oh,
Dollop
okay.
do?
Vileness.
Valnus, excuse me. To Valnus, and Quasit in particular, Dollop pokes his head out of your hair and then just kind of like bites your hair and throws it in frustration, like he doesn't like seeing them.
My God. It's
Damn.
dramatic, Dollop.
The way Maya does sometimes.
I thought he would buffet his wings too, but that's okay.
He's not too happy to see these two. They seem like rivals.
Well, he doesn't buffet his wings when he is
Danger.
happy.
Anyway, here's a picture of what they look like in NPCs.
Oh, and NPC pictures. Hooray! Where's that?
Oh, interesting.
Oh, poor
Hello.
guy.
Oh, he does not look like he had a good time. What happened to, and Ark's gonna just gesture to like his own head, pointing at like the mirror reflection.
I was here with my master. He said he was coming here for lost knowledge, something like that. And he died.
Beautiful.
I managed to escape, but not without a couple party favors. But I escaped.
Do you mind? And Ark's gonna slowly approach him. I can heal that if you would like.
He's just gonna. It's not an open wound. It looks very much scarred over.
Oh, I thought you meant it was like an open, like.
No. This is like a burn mark.
But
He
like
has
an
a little-
older burn mark.
Yeah, he has a little bit of Sandor Clegane going on.
I misunderstood.
That's all right. And as you get closer, you see the bodies of several half-eaten rats along the floor.
Oh, wonderful. How
If
long have
you're
you been
hung-
here?
I don't know. I don't see the sun up in where I am. It's been a long
What ancestry is he?
Ark's
He's human.
gonna take out some of his rations and offer it to this man, who's clearly had a rough time.
He immediately dives for them and begins just shoving them in his mouth like a crazy person.
Don't
Easy
choke.
there.
We still
Don't
need to
choke.
question you.
Don't choke. Take your time. Breathe.
Oh,
God
Lord.
damn it.
He starts chewing, and he's like, "Oh my god, water! Do you have water?"
I cast
Yes.
Heimlich maneuver.
Ark's gonna take out a water skin.
And he begins drinking like a madman as well until he's satisfied. And he finally sits back in the chair and he just breathes out a deep sigh and he says, "Oh, that was so good. Oh, it's been so long."
Seems like
Anyway,
you've been here for a while.
I don't know how long, but too long. But what are you doing here? I'm making him sound like Bernie Sanders now. What are you doing? What are you doing here?
I am once again asking for more water.
My fellow adventurers.
I am once again asking for another rat.
A rat eater.
Well, you could say we're doing the same as your master was, seeking knowledge that may have been lost, but I don't
Well,
know
then
if our
you're as
purpose is aligned.
foolish as he was, from the way I see it. Got burnt to a crisp, he did.
What
We
killed him?
don't have.
It was, never seen anything like it. It was, well, I'd heard of it, but I never thought I'd see such a thing. Skulls, they were on fire, and they were floating.
Ark is
Oh,
gonna look at
fuck.
Lucia.
Can I
Ark's gonna
roll?
look at Lucia, who wanted to climb down the hole. with
Yeah,
the
I'm also
skull.
Can I
gonna
roll a
look at
history
Lucia.
check, please?
History check?
To see if that sounds familiar in any of my studies.
Yes, you can.
well-
Lucia's gonna match Ark's stare like, what? They weren't on fire.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's not very good.
They could have been. They could have easily
Ar-
risen.
Twyla, you
Ark's
know
going-
that, real quick, Twyla, you know that this kind of magic that's done around skulls was very much forbidden at your school. But you know categorically that bone work and spells is something that is quite possible, common, and nefarious.
Okay.
We're
Go ahead, Ark.
here
was-
because
Oh yeah.
the reason we're seeking this knowledge is it's kind of a matter of life and death for us. If either we get it and it helps us survive, or we don't and we die anyway. So the way I see it is the risk is worth it. So any information that you can provide us would be greatly appreciated.
All right, well, I can tell you there are several of these flaming skulls in here. I think they were made of the skulls of dead wizards, the way my master put it. I don't know nothing about the dead
Oh
wizards.
my god.
That's a good start. And that big stomping sound, do you know what that was?
Oh, do I ever? It's some golem made of red stone. Huge it is, has a bird head.
Is it made of amber?
It sounds about right, I suppose.
Do you know the history of this place? What dwells here? What purpose might it have
Master
served?
wouldn't tell me that much, but I know that there's a lot of forbidden knowledge here. A font of all knowledge. What he told me is that any spells you wanted you could find here. Hidden away.
In a way. What do you
Hidden
mean?
away.
Oh, hidden away.
That's promising.
And he's just gonna nod a little bit, get up from his seat again, start pacing, and he's gonna say, "Oh, well, I mean, you all look capable, you made it this far. I want to leave here, but would you help me get my master's staff and spellbook?"
Where is it?
I was when I ran into the skulls first. It would be on the opposite side of the annex.
The opposite side.
Oh, that's it. And then Casimir's just gonna pipe up and he's gonna go, "We didn't come here to help anyone with a staff and a book."
Oh, what the fuck? It talks? Oh, Casimir. I thought that was Quasi.
and he just kind of like puts his dagger and he says, "I'm sorry, but we're a little busy."
I think we have some time to help. It wouldn't hurt.
Poor
The man's
man.
Did
been
you-
through a lot, and
Hell.
there's a chance he can help us as well.
Did
I'm
you
gonna
just
look-
hear what went down the hallway?
sounds like it went towards the entrance, too. How do you mean to get to the opposite side?
I have
Well, I
spells
was
that can help us with that.
It also might be helpful to learn its patterns. No matter
wanna-
what we do in here, it's going to be patrolling.
I know its patterns. I heard it stomping many, many times.
Okay.
It takes a
Ark's gonna look
patrol.
pointedly at Casimir again.
It takes a patrol, goes back to one central room, and then stands there all quiet like for some time. But if it sees you, it'll start stomping again. I wouldn't fight it.
And everything you've told us, you promise that it's the truth, and that if we help you, you're not going to do anything bad.
Do I look like I got a lot to lose?
No, you don't. But
Really?
I think I would
Does
like
he look
to
like
hear
he'll
you
put up
say
a
it.
fight?
Well, I mean, hell, I don't know how to convince you. You don't know me, but Quasi, here, you tell him, Quasi.
And then Quasi's gonna stand up on his shoulder, and he's gonna start, like, doing a little jig.
That's a very nice stance, Quasi.
I believe him already. I don't know what he's saying,
Can
but
I believe them, but
He's spitting.
I want to
Twyla-
believe, but I
Sorry,
want to
Twyla.
do an insight check just in case, because I have been tricked so many times in these lands.
Go ahead.
What'd you say, Lucia?
I didn't mean to say your name. I'm trying to think of how I was saying. Lucia's gonna kind of just stare at him, and she's gonna walk up to him. If it
24.
benefits us on our way and we find your book, we'll hand it over. On the condition that she gets to copy down anything and everything in it.
Well, I mean, that's fine by me. Well, if you mean to delve into this place, well, you'll find more valuable spells than in there.
And he kind of looks to you, Twilight, and says,
You're of an arcane proclivity?
She gives him a rapid nod, but she's not really like talking. And she, pulls her hair back and presents Dollop.
and he just kind of, like, waves his fingers at Dollop, and Dollop just kind of, like, opens his beak a little bit, as if to, like, pantomime a bite, and just goes...
Dollop, that's not nice.
He just buffets his wings and goes back under your hair.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's no, that's okay. That's okay. I don't look normal right now. That's interesting.
Well, he's kind of like
Ar-
this to everyone. It's kind of a problem.
Ark
You
is
just kind
gonna...
of feel nibble. Go ahead.
Sorry. Ark is gonna take out some paper and ink and a quill. Say, if you can draw us a map of all of the places you've explored and add in any notes of things that you've seen, that would be very helpful. And then we can get your master's stuff, and you can get out of here. I'll also
You're
give
gonna-
you this, and he's gonna take out the rest of his rations and his remaining water skin and present them to him.
He's going to take them. He's going to certainly take them, but he's looks down at the paper and he says,
You're going to be right disappointed, I'm afraid. I only seen a couple hallways in this room. I've fled here and I haven't left.
We've seen one
useful.
room with a hole in it, one hallway, and this room. You know more than us.
It goes down quite a ways, but I haven't been there.
So again, if you can provide us any information, even the smallest detail,
Oh,
write it
right
down.
on.
and he starts sketching. And you see that, like, the room where the hallway that you were just in leads to, where it ends, that's where he's, like, circled, like, where the golem rests. Although, at present, you can still hear the thudding. It seems as though it's around the entryway where you guys have just come in.
So
It rests in the room where the hole was?
No, opposite way, where the hallway would have led
area?
out to.
Okay.
So basically, we're just talking from like the map down point of view, like where this big rock is, kind of.
Uh,
I'm pinging it on the map.
yeah, hold on. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly
Alright.
there. And
Alright.
he just
Okay.
pipes up again and says,
If you mean to go deeper in, I'd recommend now to be the time.
Let's go then.
Might not be the
What's
best
up?
idea.
Let's not waste time.
All right, let's go, Quasit.
Oh, he's coming with us. Awesome. That's another body.
Yeah,
Andrew.
exactly what I'm
he
thinking.
does not want to stay here. And
I don't
with
say that out loud. I don't say that out loud.
And with
I
that,
want to specify.
Ark,
let's
open
take
a
a 10
pony.
minute. Let's take a 10-minute pee break, smoke break, running break, whatever it is you got to do, and we will be back promptly at 8:48.
I'll be right back.
10-minute
Just
break.
a 10-minute
I'm
freaking
gonna try. I'm gonna
run
try
around the
robbing a
block.
bank. Yeah. Let's see what I
roll to
roll.
rob a bank, please. We did really well last time.
That's right.
That's pretty good.
I think the dice are telling me to rob a bank. Is that bad?
I think so.
Lovely, she didn't see it, but it was a 19.
I will be right back.
Last time it was a nat 20.
Yeah, last
so,
time it was a nat 20. This time it was a 19. I think we're cooking.
I think the dice are telling me to go rogue in my next D&D campaign. Maybe I robbed a bank or something.
I mean, it's worth a try, yeah.
Who doesn't love going a rogue that has robbed several banks and is wanted in every country on the world?
Also, Lucia, I got some bad news for you.
Being,
I can't copy down spells.
you're a fucking wizard.
It costs 50 gold in supplies every time I want to copy a spell.
And
Well,
that's
then
per
we're,
level.
I guess we're robbing his spell book.
And and also it takes an hour per level of the spell.
That's true.
I guess
Or
we're
is
robbing.
it might be 15. They might have reduced that to like 15 minutes, but it does take like a significant.
It takes time and money, which are things that we do not have. I don't want to take his spell book, though.
It might be worth it to see if you can get the notes for 1 or 2 spells, even if you
Maybe-
can't copy them all down.
I don't have the materials to do that, though. You need ink and, like, specific kind of ink and paper.
Paper?
Paper? And the last time I copied a spell in here, Derek made it clear if I ever wanted to do it again, I have to restock on the ink and the paper, and I never did.
Maybe we'll find some in here.
We might actually. If this place is almost like a studious environment, like it seems to be. Like a lecture hall of sorts.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo.
Oh yeah.
Paper?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I've lost my mind entirely.
It's okay, it's Thursday. We just got one more day, buddy.
Oh god, I'm so excited for the weekend.
Me too.
I work the weekends.
No.
Everyone's like, everyone I talk to is like, oh, I can't wait for the weekend. Like, I work the weekends. I'm off Wednesday, Thursdays.
Well, hell yeah.
You know what? I used to have a schedule like that.
I'm off never. I kind of just
I don't even think about weekends like that anymore. Like Tuesday is my Friday.
We love you,
Fair.
Iris.
I used to be off Tuesdays and Wednesdays. It's honestly sometimes it's nice to have your days off be during the week because you get to do all of like the actual grown-up things during the week, like going to the bank or the store.
That's fair.
And no one's there, and it's like actually active hours. If I want to go to the bank after work, I have to like drive home at 90 miles
To,
an
like
hour
speed run.
in order to
Yeah,
get
because
there.
it
before
closes
close.
early.
Fucking
Yeah.
what was I gonna say? So Winter told me that you would probably enjoy playing the game with me and her.
Oh yeah, Andy, we started playing Schedule 1 together last night.
I want to play.
I mixed
I've been
such a
watching
good
that
strain, dude. It was brilliant.
I need you to let me know when you guys play next. I will get the game right now.
Excellent.
That is a game I've been wanting to play, but I was also like, we just got a whole bunch of group games.
I'm still in shock it's by one person.
Yeah, it looks fun.
Dred, you're using the strain I made last night? Let's fucking go. It has 100% addictiveness.
I will after the stream, I made a new save and I went immediately made yours. Like, it's literally one of the most effective I've seen for early game.
Let's fucking go. Wyvern, you're right, I was cooking.
I'll be right back.
Cooking?
I'm cooking? Oh, I do have to use the bathroom.
Also, Winter, can you remind Derek to take his potion?
Right, I will.
Thank you.
Winter's degree working wonders.
I am curious, Wyvern, how that would have gone should we were to get into combat with Mira.
I would have shot her in the face.
Well, that is Lucia's MO at this point.
That or being on a hyena. Don't judge my motives. This is probably gonna be the most Lucia, like, ever, like, Lucia's. That's the best way I can put what's gonna
This is the
happen
most
here.
Lucia that's ever Lucia'd.
Yes. We're gonna see, like, all the bullshit come out.
Here? At the temple?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I really want to go back to the restaurant that I went to last night, just for the 1 liter beers.
Now you're talking about the whole.
I want to go back to the hole.
No, Andy didn't.
That's Lucia's thought process right now.
All right, I'm back.
I want to go back to the hole.
But yeah, Lucia, I went to a restaurant last night that served beer in 1 liter mugs, and I want several more of those.
That looks great.
It was a steakhouse,
so
right?
tasty. Yeah.
Happy to hear people are liking how Lucia's being played right now, because it's gonna get worse.
It's gonna get worse.
Buckle up, folks.
Yes, I'm so excited.
This
I
is
feel
gonna
like
be
you clearly have not crashed out hard enough yet. I'm
I
excited.
thought she could have. I'm like, come on, girl.
great.
But she's still gonna make. God damn it, you still gonna piss me off, ain't you?
Oh,
I feel like she's my teenage daughter right now, and I'm like, oh fuck.
you must revel in being pissed off.
Aren't I older than
Shout,
you?
Queen.
Like Farron?
Yeah, I think so, but that's just how I feel.
That's just how I feel.
I feel like you're my
Like,
angry
it's like
teenage
that
daughter,
fucking
and
Little
I'm
Pony
like,
scene. I'm a year older
please.
than you.
All right, we're back, guys. As you are all going back,
IRL, I'm older than you, though.
Yeah.
As you guys are going back into the hall, would you please all roll stealth checks once more?
I would like to pass without a trace. It lasts for an hour.
That's fine. At this point, oh boy.
Oh boy.
The thudding sounds like it's coming from quite far to the
I think I
left.
cast pass without a trace. That's still.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on that.
23. So add 10 to everything, to what you roll. It just add 10.
I got a flaccid
21.
20.
You guys are still rolling pretty poorly, even with the pass without a trace.
Hey, that's better than it was.
I know. I didn't roll well.
What do you
What is that?
mean?
Well, I rolled a natural
rolling
1 and I used
for-
my inspo.
Rolling for Van Richten, also bad. Rolling for Casimir.
23.
Also bad.
It's a 23.
Oh my god.
A 20. A 22.
Guys, ooh, okay.
21.
Well, add 10 to whatever that is.
Yeah. I'm not counting anything below 20 so far.
It kind of doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. You guys. How am I gonna do this? Let me think real quick. Okay,
Are we ringing the dinner bell for whatever this thing is?
Let me think.
Jeez, what do we have to roll? Like a 30?
No, you guys rolled
Not a
poorly.
7.
Yeah, but it was plus 10 for everything.
I know.
Yeah, I still rolled bad.
Anyway,
What'd you roll?
the
I mean,
average
I
of the
feel like we
group was. It was like still ended up being relatively close, but nah, it's not where it needed to be. Happens.
What'd
That's
they
okay.
roll?
Poorly. Van Richten rolled a 7.
Oh.
rolled a 2. And
Ooh.
Casimir
What about
rolled
their-
a 6.
Oh, and no, they don't have any like bonuses?
The
So
ones you
even
gave
with
them.
the plus 10.
Oh,
that's
they
like a
just have
16
no
to
other
12
stealth
or-
bonuses.
Wow.
I mean, some of them do. Casimir's got a little stuff, and Van
I was like,
Richten
yeah, we had an
something, but
11,
not
a
a lot.
5, a 10, a 13, and a 12.
It was not our
plus the
finest
10.
work.
That's all right.
Yeah.
It happens sometimes. Anyway,
You guys, as you're going back into the hallway, you're all very quiet, and there's a little bit of ease in knowing, in that vibration in the floor of knowing that whatever that tremendous golem he was describing is seems to be on the opposite side of the temple now, making its rounds, as it were. And then Vilemus, going to close the door behind him, begins pulling and then accidentally lets go too soon, and it just clambers shut. It goes boom with a very loud boom, and he just like
Close my eyes.
he just kind of goes, ooh, oh, that was my bad. That was my bad.
And we start moving, and Ark's just gonna start waving everyone down the hallway.
Well, you would if you had the time.
Oh boy.
So sorry.
Does the golem come barreling down?
No, the golem is doing its thing.
It's the flaming skulls. Oh, I don't know. It's something bad.
Of course, it's something bad. You think it would be something good? No, we're in Barovia. Nothing is ever good.
Yeah, and one of the apparently most evil places there is in Barovia.
That's saying
Which
something.
says a fucking lot, as Lucy is like pulling out her gun.
There's a resounding silence after the boom as you all look to Vilemus as though going like, really, dude? And he's just going,
slowly aiming the gun.
And then you hear the sound of flame alighting. Just 1, then 2, and then 3. And then you see this entryway light up. I'm going to need you all to roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh my god.
They did come from the hole. Fuck, Lucia.
She didn't do that shit. That wasn't her fault.
No, I'm just saying, like, thank God you didn't go down there. Initiative.
23.
14. That's not terrible.
28.
Holy shit! I forgot you have alert.
Dang, dude. That's fucking sick.
Like, I am the dark. I am the ancient.
I am the ancient of the land. You have to respect me. You have to respect me.
I was thinking more Shaggy.
Like, I've been around a long time.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
And I want to drink your blood, man.
I can't say that.
Every direwolf just has like the Scooby voice.
Derek, you are now legally required to do the rest of the campaign with Strahd's
No.
voice being
That's going to ruin everything.
Nipping that in the bud.
It's gonna ruin everything.
Okay. 25 to... you know what? 30 to 25.
20, what would I fucking roll? It was
Rolled 28.
huge. 28.
You go, Glen Coco. There we go. That's 1. 25 to 20.
23.
23. And then we have 1 skull. Whatever the hell that is. It's the closest thing I could get. 20 to 15. We have another skull.
Anyone else? Anyone at all?
No one else.
No,
Come
I
on,
got a 14, so I'm next.
Y'all are selling.
I got a 4.
Oh.
We got Rudolph Van Richten.
The most
15.
heartbreaking shit to hear.
Alright, so I'm
Then we
after
got
him.
Farin. And we got another flame skull. And then what did you get, Ark?
4.
4. Actually, no, Casimir goes before you.
That's acceptable.
Did frickin'
He's gonna go last because he's terrified. He's stunned.
Illness?
He is not.
Casimir?
no, villain
No, vileness.
or
Vileness,
vileness.
yeah, Vileness.
I'm gonna be honest. If he dies, that's kind of okay. We know where the
don't give
good
a
stuff
shit, yeah.
is.
Okay,
I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to that. We're gonna go to the scroll book anyway.
What in the hell is that name?
I don't know what they are. It's just imagine it's just a skull with flame
Hero
around it.
terror. Okay.
It's the closest
Alright.
thing we can get. As they're coming towards you.
They're coming.
Up. It's coming up.
I bet you these are the 3 skulls I saw down there,
Oh,
dude.
no.
I'm telling you.
Anyway, go ahead, Lucia.
She's immediately gonna just aim her gun at the first one, and I am going to spend a grit for Deadeye shot, which will give me advantage on this. My spell sheet's all still kind of fucked, so like I can't really
Just
see.
do your best.
I'm gonna have to roll it twice if I want to do initiative or advantage. Providence being rolled. Oh wait, no, wrong one. Providence being rolled. Silver and magic. 23. And then, because of advantage, I'm going to see if I crit fish.
You definitely hit.
Oh!
Damn.
Oh, so
Almost
close.
30. That's so crazy.
It's strong as fuck.
Anyway, you got more than double its AC. Great job.
Does that work like a critical success, like in Pathfinder?
No, I'm afraid not.
Oh, okay, rolling damage.
I'm sorry.
5.
Okay.
I was just shot in the face. And then I am going to spend a bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon. And I can put it... I think I can put it in front of them. I have to, like, look up the weapon range again.
No problem.
Can't you cast
I was
it?
going to just make it a gun and shoot at people. 60 feet, so I can place it right in front of it.
Damn,
Spiritual
60
weapon
feet.
could
I thought
be
it was
good.
only 30. It's nice.
Imagine she just had another gun and just started shooting both
Well,
of
it
them.
wouldn't be able to shoot, but you could pistol whip people with it.
That's funnier.
That would be hilarious, actually. Why aren't you
Okay.
doing this?
All right.
Spiritual weapon right in front of it, and I'm gonna make it
right.
just swing. So I'm gonna
Swing
try
right
to
about
roll
it.
for
And
that.
you know what? I'm gonna give you the brain.
None of my spells have
Brain.
fucking modifiers, or none of their spells have names. So I'm kind of guessing which ones are which.
No problem.
This should be it because it's the same attack modifier. 19 to hit.
Yeah.
That's for a guiding bolt, so I kind of missed, but how much damage does this thing do? 1d8 plus my spellcasting. Okay, I found spiritual weapon damage. It will do 10 force damage.
Nice. As you land a shot on this thing, and it just kind of immediately cracks the skull, and then that crack just chips entirely as you hit it again. But it's still coming at you. Twyla!
Does that thing look hurt from what she just did?
A little bit.
Looks a little hurt.
You questioning my methods, bitch? That was too mean. I apologize.
Let me see.
Maybe a little bit.
I'm trying to determine how serious we have to take this.
I know.
I'm not gonna blade song. I'm gonna holding on to those because I already used one earlier.
Oh, are they a per day thing?
Yeah, they are.
Interesting.
I can do it as many times a day equal to my proficiency bonus. I'm going to cast at first level Magnify Gravity.
All right.
And
Love to
I'm
see it.
going to put it. Yep, here. So it's gonna get all 3 of them.
Oh.
I need them to make Constitution saving throws.
Well, they're just floating skulls, so surely they have... Actually, they do have decent con.
I mean, yeah, anything could have decent con, really.
I hate always trying to go off like what the creature looks like to get an idea because it's
Neither of
never
them
accurate.
succeeds.
No, none of the 3
No,
succeed.
hold on, this one more. Sorry. Yeah, no, that one doesn't succeed either. They're rolling like shit.
Damn, how bad did they fucking fail?
But it was like a 7, a 5, and a...
Well, not
Oh,
great, but
damn.
it's gonna do 9 points of force damage to each of them as the gravity shifts in the hallway and slams them down. And I forget,
me.
isn't there an effect also if they fail? Oh yeah, their movement speed is reduced by half until the end of its next turn.
Sounds like a shy guy there for a second.
Oh.
Anyway.
Ow.
Okay. And the one that's been shot, smacked, and then hit as it's smacked against the ceiling and back looks not so great. Now it's its
Excellent.
turn.
Wait, this guy's master died to these things?
Maybe
Well,
he wasn't
How
very
did you
spoke-
get in here?
You spoke too soon, buddy. They're casting fireball on you.
Excuse me?
Ooh.
They can't-
Hey,
Dex saves.
counterspell?
I'm gonna counterspell that.
Okay, I'm sure you
Oh, I could.
No, I actually do.
Wait,
I actually do. I have counterspell.
you have counterspell?
I have counterspell. It is one of my oath spells.
Oh
That I
my
always have prepared.
god!
will. All right.
I cast
Cancel that one. And you see the fire start to form in its mouth and shoot out, and then it stops.
Arc says no, and then
Oh,
The second one, cast fireball.
Oh,
I
boy.
can't do anything about that one.
Counterspell.
So sorry. Are you on God?
Oh god.
All right.
Listen, if
Guys,
we have to
take
deal
this
with a
more
bunch
seriously.
listen, if we have to deal with a bunch of fireballs,
Are
we
you
might as well
guys-
only deal with one instead of 3.
Dead ass right now. Anyway.
I only have one more
Yes!
third level spell now, guys. We have to take this more seriously.
Same, but you know
Okay.
what?
Right.
I'd rather waste
It
a
is
third level
now
spell slot.
Rudolph's turn.
I'll get it back
And
on a short rest.
Rudolph is going to sprint forward and dive.
Rudolph, the old ass artificer.
No,
gonna-
my
he's gonna let-
poopy.
He's going to land with his gun out, having
Not a
drawn
very
it
shiny gun.
mid roll, and he's going to fire at this thing. Oh, that hits. Oh boy, that hits.
Good.
He's pulling his gun
Go
out.
off, King.
Pulling his Glock out.
And that's 12 points of damage.
I forgot that you were using the intellect devour as your spiritual weapon.
I don't even think there's an intellect fire. I think there's something else. I don't know what this thing is. I just think it's ugly and I love it.
Some
Oh,
sort of
it's
something or other.
fantastic. I
Since he
do
couldn't
enjoy
use
it.
his-
adorable.
Couldn't use his cane sword. His main goal was to get out of the. Seeing that it was about to cast a fireball, he's getting out of the way, getting close, and shooting once. Farron, your turn.
Okay. I am going to turn slightly so I'm facing them so that I can not be staring at a wall. And I am going to cast and center on them
Fireball.
no, I wish. Without getting Van Richten, I'm gonna cast Tidal Wave. So I need them to make, please, a DC 17 deck saving throw.
Dex
Alright.
against the flying heads.
A success, a failure, and a success.
Okay, so one of them is gonna take full, the other will take half, and one of them will be prone. The others will not be
All right.
prone. Unless they're immune to prone, I don't know. Okay, so that's 18
my
points
lord.
of damage to one of them, and that is half
9 to the
to
rest.
9 to the rest of them.
All right.
And if prone is a thing that can occur, one of them is.
You have no idea whether or not it would be because one of them just dies outright, and it's just a skull on it's like a splintered skull
Oh,
on
God,
the
the
floor.
glass cannons. Okay, so try to conserve your spells, but also,
Hold
you
on.
know...
I didn't do that right. Sorry.
We can eat one fireball. They are nutritious in moderation.
Honestly,
What's
I'd rather
happening?
me deal
Well, we're
fireball.
about to eat one fireball.
We just murdered one, so
Unless
it's
we
like...
It got
murdered the
taken
one that
away
was
and then
HP.
put back, so I wasn't sure what was happening.
Did we
I'm just putting it
mayhaps
down. Putting it down.
murder the one that was about to go
No.
next?
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
If only Van Richten closed the door.
It's all his fault.
That would have been
Well,
really funny.
Just close the door.
On them.
Velias is dead.
All right.
He's cooked, isn't he?
Well, who knows? Anyway, it's this one's turn.
We're cooked.
Time for a fireball.
All right.
That's
Dex
fine. We
save.
can eat one.
Everyone had a +4.
Dex saves
You're-
from everyone.
Oh, everyone
It's a plus 4 to
+4?
this.
Oh, that's
Plus
right.
Except
four
for,
all-
except
if
for
you're-
Rudolph Van Richten.
Nearby. Yeah. Well,
Is he
is
even in range?
No, he's not with
Oh, a natural one. That's nice.
Oh, what I mean is, roll dex save from everyone except for Rudolph Van Richten. So he's not affected by the fireball.
21. You two need to use some
I
inspiration.
already used mine on my other natural one.
I
We
don't
have
have.
viewers.
I didn't get an inspiration.
it's
I'm
not
not going
that
to use
serious.
a.
I'm not gonna
I'm
use
not
a
using
mirror.
a community inspo on a fireball. I'll just say I failed it.
Yeah, I can eat one fireball. It's fine. Oh, I'm not at full health.
What do you mean you're not at full health?
I'm not
Huh.
either,
I
but
wasn't at full
only-
health because we didn't
Okay,
rest after
so
that fight. Remember, I
we
got
have
fucked
two
up.
it only
successes.
cut into my temp HP, thankfully.
We
I
have
might
two
actually
suc-
go down.
we have 3 successes, 2 and 3 failures.
Mine is an 18.
Yes, you certainly succeed. No problem there. Okay, anyway. Oh boy. This is about to be rough, guys.
Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna go down.
What are you at? Oh, you got fucked up in
I
that
got
fight.
fucked up in the
right.
fight and then I didn't get healed, so I'm at 38.
I only got attacked once.
You came in
I can
handy
heal you
couple.
now.
It's too
Well,
late.
like my next turn.
Oh boy, you know what? There's too many. There's too many of those. I'm just gonna do this.
There's too many of those. I'm just gonna do this. That's the worst thing. Maybe they'll all be ones. Maybe
It's
they
not
will all
that
be-
good of a roll. Any of you who fail take 24 points of damage.
Oh, I'm up.
Okay, cool.
12 for me then. I get rid of my temp HP, so
Yeah,
what?
12. Vileness immediately turns to ash.
No. Oh.
Oh no, poor
No.
Oh,
guy.
short-lived.
He's
What about his-
singed and
what
he's
about his
turned to
imp?
ash. His imp is.
Immune to fire.
It was his imp was. Yeah, his imp is gone. His imp is gone.
Yeah, it's,
No,
that was
it's-
just familiar. It's dead. Just out. It's just gone forever.
It's unmade.
It's unmade.
This guy was so excited to get out of here, and he just got turned to ash.
Oh my god, no!
Lucia is just gonna fucking stare, like watch him go up in flame. Like, great. So all I do is fuck us
Guys,
over.
I am so excited to come with it. Ooh!
Oh my
was
No, I
god!
feel so
Listen.
bad.
That is an in-character statement, by the way.
I feel so bad. Holy shit.
Me too. I was honestly genuinely excited to actually help someone for once in Barovia.
Hey, on the bright side, Twyla, you get a new spell book and a staff.
That is
I don't
true.
use a
Definitely
staff.
Oh, you mean the
No,
other
no.
one? That's
The
The
other,
one
the other
to look for.
Save scum. Like, I wish we could.
Imagine if you could save scum fucking like a podcast. What if that was a fucking like redeem?
No,
Casimir's
that's
turn.
terrible.
Casimir
Horrible.
is going to dive back, take out his bow. He's gonna fire at one of these flame skulls.
maybe the one that goes next.
That actually hits. It hits. Way to go, Casimir. You're a fucking man, dude. Oh my god! 8 points of damage!
Wow, look at you.
Casimir! He's our boy! Smooth as cashmere. Okay, here we
Shut
go.
up.
Okay.
Cashmere's very rough.
Oh, wait a
It
minute.
is? I thought it was smooth and
I did
it's
not do
in.
I don't like it.
Anyone that saw me
Okay.
do this math on screen, you know I did that wrong. And I'm sad no one called me out on it.
It's
Okay.
like a slightly softer wool.
Alright, it's your turn.
It's my turn. Well then, I'm gonna step right up. Should be in range of this guy, right?
First of all, a save scum redeem would be the funniest shit in the world, and it would
Right?
have to be, it would have to be like 50,000 points.
Right? It's just the idea of like so derailing
Guys,
the whole campaign.
We party wiped. Yes, thank you for the redeem. We're back.
Would it be an action to close the door?
Yeah. They're heavy doors.
I mean, we might as well just
Item.
kill them. Like, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Mike, yeah, I just don't want to have people eat another fireball. That would go poorly.
Well, Lucia and I go first. We can probably take them.
Alright, Arch can attack this one that is in front of him.
Okay. Knock him dead. Swing away, Meryl.
Kill him. Kill him.
And I swing.
Natural 20!
I didn't mean to scream there.
Jesus!
Okay.
Scared the shit out
For a
of me.
30, baby.
And I'm gonna pump a level 3 smite into this.
Don't you
Did
dare!
you shoot?
This
No,
is what
don't,
it's-
don't. They're glass
Don't
cannons.
you
No,
dare.
no. Okay, all of you
I'm
stop it. If you
joking.
want to smite, you smite. Don't talk people
Yeah,
out.
Oh,
I-
you were
I
joking.
blind.
He was joking, he said. And that's
That
true.
was a joke. I'm just
What you
saying,
feel is right.
every time I manage to crit something, it is not the opportune time for a smite.
No.
That just means you'll fucking
Alright, so
Straw
that's
the dick
16.
into that end session.
16 plus 6 for a very substantial 24.
22, right? Yeah, no, 24.
Yeah, excuse me. What the fuck am I saying?
No, now I'm confused.
Tweaking.
22, yeah, 22.
22.
22 points of radiant damage.
Your sword hews through the half of this thing and then it gets stuck in the middle. It's still up.
All
Barely.
right,
It looks like shit, but yeah, it's still up.
I'll make my second attack.
Come
Oh
on.
yeah, you
baby.
have those.
You got this.
What do you mean?
Does
What
a
does it
19
mean?
hit?
Yeah, 19 hits.
I hit a 19. You can hit a 19.
13 points of radiant damage.
It's down
Dead.
now. And you, as
All
you
right,
yank
so-
this... Oh, go ahead.
You said my sword got stuck on the first hit. So
Yeah, so
I'm
it's, like,
then
stuck in
going
the
to
bone.
reel back with it still attached to my sword and slam the whole thing into the ground like a hammer.
Okay. And you do. And it mostly splinters. There's very little of the skull that's still whole.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
You guys are up.
Oh boy.
The ash pile's turn. What does he do?
We've got
Oh
our.
my
Blow-
god.
Does he blow gently into the
I
wind?
feel so bad.
That one like
happens
hurt
sometimes.
my feelings.
You guys
I
don't.
know.
You guys like don't lose anybody in Curse of Strahd, and then the moment you lose someone you met for 5 seconds, it's like this is the biggest loss we've ever taken.
Honestly,
Excuse me. That is not the
literally-
biggest loss we've ever
we literally
taken.
just got
Argol is gone.
He's not dead.
We literally
He's
just
not
got
here with
shot in
me.
the mirror.
what's funny to me is we're spending more time over this guy's death than either of the
retainers.
Hey, they
Retainer
got
death.
funeral processions. Thank you very much.
And
Whereas
you're
this
saying this
guy's
guy
still-
isn't?
Also, this guy was
He's gonna
just.
get a nice dustpan.
He was just so
basically fires.
pathetic. He was so pathetic and sad, and he had a cute little imp, and he was goofy and.
This guy
Jump
had
in
a
and-
chance and we fucking blew it.
Look, man, he's
blew
been living
it.
off of
Fucking
rats
blow
for
it.
who knows how long in a
I
place with
know.
no
I
sun.
feel so. And
This
then
is
he just-
probably the best thing that could have happened to him.
Okay,
But
okay,
he's not
hold
gonna
on.
get
Before-
to like go to the after to ascend to the gods. He's gonna be stuck here
Yeah, he'd been stuck
Before-
here either way.
in this freaking
Before I
temple,
See
probably.
oh wait.
Go ahead.
Before I
Sorry.
describe my turn, I would like to just put it on record. He technically did do this to himself because he's the one that fucked it all up for us.
Yeah, that's true.
Moving
It's all
on.
his fault.
Basically, how this turn's going out is she fired her gun once, sees the fireball, and like basically shields herself with her arm, and then just sees the guy turn on the dust and just under her breath, fucking moron. And then she'll just cock her gun and just fire at the last floating head.
Okay. Iris, that is fantastic. We are absolutely doing a creepypasta of our
Uh,
cast. Yeah, that's a hit.
Oh, that was
Nintendo family.
close.
That damage. 9.
Nice. Ha. That's-
Spiritual weapon swing.
Swing better. Go ahead.
Crit.
I am not
Well,
wasting like
for
action
one
surge on
thing,
those.
this one is down. So the one you're attacking.
Oh,
Would be just...
I'll move it then. Yeah.
Okay.
15.
That hits.
Wow.
Go figure.
They are literally glass cannons.
But they also do cast fireball, which is considered.
12.
It's not the only thing they cast. That hits.
Well,
No, that's the
Alright,
damage.
the damage.
Max damage. Oh,
yeah.
yeah. 12
Yeah,
damage.
I meant that as that hits substantially.
All right. That's,
Good thing to know at 12 hits.
You know what? I will
12 actually doesn't
use.
hit it.
I will use second wind.
Okay, bold.
It's a short rest thing, so I have the chance to
I
get it back
understand, I
later.
understand.
Hopefully we get a fucking short rested.
We're not.
So that's plus 3. I get 8 hit points back.
Okay. Nice.
I'm almost back up to full, gang.
Twyla.
Twyla is wincing in pain and singed. She has 14 hit points left.
I'm gonna help you, don't
Um,
worry.
Let me see what the sitch is here. I would have to blade song to get close, and I'm not.
Let
going
me
to do that.
let me see what the singe is here.
You can throw a cantrip at him.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna back up to like here, and I'm gonna throw a firebolt.
Mm-hmm. Do it.
Don't
And do
miss.
That hits,
That
right?
hits.
Yes,
Yes.
but I'm gonna save you the roll.
I'm
Doesn't
doing
do
it
anything.
anyway.
Yeah, that was fire.
It doesn't do anything.
That's why I didn't
Damn
want
it.
a fireball.
I'm so sorry.
Well, that's
Oh.
too dang bad, guys. I might die.
He
This
might
thing's
not center it
turning.
on you.
And he's gonna move up. And he's going to. This one's a little bit unusual. Excuse me.
Why do
Yeah.
you get so close to Arc? Why
it's
do you
gonna
do
cast.
that?
It's gonna cast magic missile.
Okay.
Magic missile.
Let me read this.
How
real
many
quick.
targets? Or just one?
There's 4 targets that it will be taking,
That's upcasting.
Okay. Yeah.
and that's
Sh-
gonna be
shifting?
Van Richten, Lucia, Farron,
Itch.
and Twyla. Oh no, and Ark, And I need you, silly.
Sorry, that was a really loud what. I apologize.
And I need you guys to Actually, there's no roll for it.
You
There's
don't
no
roll
roll, it just
for
hits.
it just
Auto-hit.
hits.
I never get to use this as a DM.
A
Okay,
weird spell for an enemy to have. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you just do the damage per person.
these were wizards once.
Yeah, totally. Totally. I think it makes sense of why it has it. More just like a wow. I never seen an enemy with that spell.
Okay, so that's a 3 to Arc. That is a 2 to Van Richten. That is a 4 to Faerun, and that is
Oh, of course.
another 4 to Lucia.
Okay.
Nice hole.
I'm not horrible. I'm
I
at
just healed.
57.
And
Clearly didn't need it.
this Van Richten's going to take out his gun one
So
more
do you.
time. You know what? No,
Finish this guy, Grandpa.
he's going in there.
He's
with
not
his cane-
Grandpa.
with his cane
I
sword out.
know.
Finish
Finish
his
this
sword.
guy, hot older guy,
You can
I'm
call
your
him Silver Fox.
grandpa.
That's okay.
Silver Fox.
Take it away, fruit.
That's a hit.
I like
that's
how
a
I
hit.
said grandpa, like my taste is in older men.
Well,
I'll never understand you.
you don't gotta. Anyway, he's that thing is fucking super dead.
We can relate on our taste in
And
women.
so was
that I
our
know.
new friend.
Yes. Friend is a strong
Just all
term to
women.
use.
Listen, he at least he died after eating food that was not rats.
That's true.
You know what?
gave
You're
him a
so
final
right.
meal arc.
He remembered the taste
Gave him
of.
his final meal.
He remembered the taste of not rat.
Aw.
You remember the taste of nut.
This is the best jerky and dried nuts I've ever had. Oh.
A meal fit
he
for a
ki- he
king.
kills him.
Hey, he had roasted
Yeah, he's
nuts
dead,
by
he's
the
dead.
fire.
We are out of combat.
Nice.
Yay!
I am going to heal Twyla.
The
Twyla,
three-
come over here, please.
the
You're
three
very far
skulls?
away.
She comes
Lie on the-
wincing and limping over. I'm sorry, Derek, continue.
The 3 skulls lie on the floor with no flame around them or light in their eyes. The hole is now quite empty, aside from whatever was making that amber.
Second level.
Lucia's
I
gonna
would
look.
like-
Can I jump down now?
You know what? That's fine.
Why are you moving arc?
Sorry. You know what? That's
Hold on,
fine.
I need to rejoin the Tailspire. My menu fucked up, and I just
How much
couldn't
do
move
I
anything.
heal?
Hold up, hold up. Let me just roll it again.
Oh man.
Do another one. 10 and 15, so
Okay.
25.
Excellent, thank you. I'm back to where I was before I took that damage.
No,
Plus
I don't
one.
want to I want to
Plus
delete the
one.
dice.
And can I dig through the remnants
Hold on.
of these skulls? To
Real
see
quick,
if there's anything interesting
One
in
thing at a
them?
time, guys.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes, you can. They're just skulls.
Arc's gonna take a piece of one and say, if we ever see Lobert again, I'm sure he would like a trophy.
That's thoughtful of you, Rudolph says as he goes over to Twyla and kind of looks her over. He looks a little bit like concerned, to say the least. And he's also like, just kind of like looking over your torn outfit a little bit, kind of like licking his thumb and kind of rubbing away some of the blood. He's like, oh, don't worry. You'll be right as rain in no time.
I'm still standing here, Van Richten. Twyla, do you need more healing?
I didn't do so well on
Yeah.
that one. Maybe we should just take a break sometime soon. No.
Yeah, that
Just-
would be good.
Y'all got 10 minutes, and Lucia kind of just holds out her hands.
What?
What?
I have prayer healing.
Oh,
We should probably wait until we're somewhere a little more secure, yeah.
There is the lecture room.
we could just go back in the lecture room for 10 minutes.
I think we should keep going. At least get past where the golem rests. But if you
Okay.
think
I'm
we should
checking
stay
the
in
I'm
lecture
checking the
room-
hole that those skulls are gone.
Van
Oh.
Richten's going to give you a heal. He's giving you a... Oh boy, he's giving you a freaking cure wounds in it.
Who?
Van Richten.
No, who?
You!
Oh.
Twyla.
What are you at right now, Twyla?
I'm at 39.
Okay.
Out of what is your max?
60.
Oh, that's not terrible.
That's not horrible. Yeah, I'm at 57 out of 81, so I'm doing all right for now. I
Whatever
think.
short rest we'll be cooking.
Mhm.
It
And
might
we
be
can spend
better
hit
to
dice and
save
stuff.
that prayer of healing, at least for now.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think
That's
it's
fine.
necessary.
Our Skull's God, yeah.
All right, let's go. Are our skulls out of the hole?
That is 19 points of healing.
I'll wait.
Thank you. Twyla's gonna look back to the incinerated body with a sad look before they continue forward.
As you're going over there, it does look. I'm gonna have you roll one more perception. It's dark down there.
I'm also gonna
Yes.
look. Can
I
I
Yes,
also?
see
sir.
you moving that body.
Can I aid her rather in the perception? Because I'm also gonna look.
Yeah, go ahead. Lucia, roll with advantage.
Thank you.
I always get so mad when I ask that. I'm sorry.
I'm mad.
I heard that.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
you see a little bit more clearly now. The skulls are gone, and what you see, the amber, the shapes are like 3 large rectangles.
She's gonna jump down.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. And Rudolph is
Just
going
gonna
to
lower a
climb
rope
down
down.
gently. Like I said earlier, you can climb down with no ability check required because of the way the stonework is.
It just kind of it's like a natural ladder.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyone who wants to come down certainly can. Casimir
I'll
does.
join you. I'll join you guys.
Lucia's gonna inspect this first one, and I'll ping it.
Now, I hope you guys
Twyla.
don't mind
We're
just
the
going
only ones up
slightly
here.
longer tonight, just because I want to cover a little ground here. The Amber Temple is huge.
I do
And-
not mind.
It can't stay with
I
you.
say that might be
How-
an issue, so.
How about 15 more minutes? Can we do 10 more minutes?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
10 works.
All right.
Let's explore the hole.
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
I want to at least finish exploring this hole before we end.
Twyla's gonna look
You
down
were
the
spinning
hole
my head all day.
worriedly as they all go down there.
Okay.
Philip, you should go with them too.
He refuses, for one thing.
You can't use that language on me. I am your mother.
I think we should
Don't
go,
you talk to
Twyla.
me like that, you little shit.
Hey, you don't deserve all that.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Okay.
I want to
Uh,
look at Twyla and just ask, should we jump in too? We're the only 2 left up here.
No, if something happens, I want to make sure we can try to get everyone back out, or at least alert everybody of what's happening up here.
True, but if the golem comes, I'm
If the
jumping
golem
in.
comes, we have to go with.
All right. Let's start with Lucia. As you enter, you see these amber blocks, and it seems as though they've been more or less whittled or carved into the shape of sarcophagi. They are solid blocks, 8 feet tall, 5 feet wide, and 5 feet thick. And inside each of them, as you come down, it's dark, but there's just enough for you to see. There is a wisp in the center of each of these, of utter darkness, no more than a few inches long, but trapped in the amber is something pitch black. And although you felt the urge to come down here, as you make footfall at this level, you realize it's not any of these particular vestiges that were calling you, but rather just the lower portion of the Amber Temple itself. Indeed, none of these sarcophagi, although they are interesting to you, and anyone that looks upon them, as well as a little disconcerting, what really calls to you is deeper in, past the doors.
This isn't it. Let's keep moving.
Casimir kind of looks around a little bit. He's like, he almost like puts his hand on one of them, and then Van Richten kind of slaps it away and he says, "Don't touch what you don't know." And he's like, Van Richten, for his part, is like inspecting each of these, and he takes out like a little bit of a glass spectacle, and he's like looking through it a little bit, and he's just kind of like, he looks utterly transfixed.
Not what we're
Alright.
looking for. Let's keep moving.
You sure about that, Les? I mean, we don't know what's beyond that. You know what?
Don't
I'm with
like
you.
the idea of exploring further down into this area if we don't know what's upstairs yet. It might be better to go back. Now that we've explored the hole, we've done what we wanted to. Head back up top. circle around, figure out what's up there, and then come down to this area.
We know what's up there. A giant golem.
There's an entire other half of that upper area that we
And
never.
what? It's gonna lead to another dude that gets us caught?
Casimir is going to kind of huff a little bit, and he's going to say, "Sorry, big man, but that's a no from me." And he's going to go to the door.
I'm gonna go back up top. If Casimir wants to get killed, that's on him.
Are you down there? You didn't move your minion.
Yeah, I said I went.
He
I said I went
jumped
down.
with us.
Okay.
It's
but
like
I'm gonna
4 people
climb-
down here. The only people up there are Twyla and Farron.
Okay.
I'm gonna climb back up top.
Are you looking at the sarcophagi first, by any chance?
Yes, I will look at the sarcophagi
All
with
right.
Van Richten.
Okay. As you do so, in particular, let's see here. There's a lot of info here, so I got to go through this one at a time. Just one moment. Yeah. Okay. Nothing really happens in this particular room, actually. I got that a little mixed up. So you're gonna climb on back up.
I'm gonna climb on back up. I'm gonna let the people up top know what we found down there, and that Casimir has decided to go off on their own.
Guys, we should stick together. Besides,
I agree.
there's a spellbook
people-
and a staff on the other hallway just over there. Like, I thought we were gonna go get
I
it.
agree.
I thought
We
so
should.
too.
Guy's dead. No reason for us to get anymore.
You don't hear this, Lucia.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I agree. We should finish up here before we move on to downstairs. At least
Casimir
have a
wants
better
to
lay
die,
of the
let
land.
him.
Yeah, if Casimir just wants to go
Sure,
delving, then
that's-
just let him. We can't protect, obviously, everyone here.
Concerned that Lucia might want to go with him. It seems like she's feeling some kind of call.
I'm gonna look down and cast the message cantrip. And I'm gonna say, Lucia, please come back up. We can explore it later. We're hurt, and Twyla really wants to look at the spell book. We're a team.
Is message the one you can reply back to?
You can
Yeah.
reply back to both the message and sending.
Because regardless, you don't hear a message back from her. You kind of just hear from the hole an annoyed wince. Casimir, give me a minute. I'll make this better for both of us.
All right.
And she's gonna start climbing back up. And as she's climbing, you hear her just kind of grunting through her words. All right, fine. We'll waste our time looking for that book. But as soon as we're down there, I call the shots.
No, because
No.
we're doing this as a team.
No one's calling the shots.
You call the shots,
What the
you go on
hell's
your
down
own.
here?
We're a team.
If
We work
something
together.
if something down here is calling you, or if it feels like you have to go towards it, that means you probably shouldn't.
Well, you might be the one thing we have to kill it.
Um,
How do you know it's something that's even killable? How
You
do you
hear
know it's
from-
not something that? Oh,
You hear from deeper in the sarcophagus from Casimir just go, "All right, what's the decision? I need to know now."
Go on your own. We'll
All
come
right,
back
then.
later.
I'll meet you on the other side.
How does that die? We'll need the extra body.
Besides, you even said yourself that there's many things in here that could be a means to an end. Why is it less valid if it's one that maybe I can use or anyone else here can use? Whatever you're not telling anyone.
Compared to what I'm feeling, we are going after a seemingly amateur wizard.
We're all
We
feeling
saw his
an
assistant.
urge to go deeper. It's an evil urge. We're gonna have to fucking give in eventually. But we're gonna do it together, and we're not gonna do things your way the entire time, because that's not how any of this works.
Yeah,
So
'cause-
don't be selfish, please.
Yeah, because I'm the one being selfish.
if you want to go off on your own,
How are you
you're
not
more
being
than welcome.
selfish?
Van Richten is going to step up at this point. He's going to say, "I really don't want to fire this thing again in here. Why don't we just take the safest way possible?"
Fine.
We can go. The hole's not going anywhere. We can come right back.
Trying to die down there, Casimir.
You don't hear a response.
Probably
I hope he
fucking will.
dies.
Casimir?
Yeah. I don't trust him. He wants to come here too badly.
Yeah, something's a little weird.
I don't know, man. He's kind of spitting Lucia things. Like,
All right. So,
Lucia is pissing me off right now.
well, also, I'm just gonna go ahead and say, do you guys know? Were you guys told that she's having evil urges, or you were inferring that?
it is very much kind of how do I put it? I don't think I've said it directly. Like she's feeling the urge, like how Faerun outright said it, but she is much more frantic about like making sure she's heard.
The
Based
way,
on her language and behavior, it's kind of obvious something is amiss.
Pretty obvious.
the way at least Ark is inferring it is because Ark's just getting like a general bad vibe, but he knows that Faerun is feeling some kind of urge to go deeper in, and he is inferring that you're feeling the same urge, but for some reason it is affecting you stronger, or you aren't able to
I think
push
I
against it
insighted
as much.
and was able to determine that you were. I don't know. I thought I incited and figured
It was both a logical reason why she was mad. We were going down there, but there also was like an incessant like.
Yeah, I want to be really careful here because it might seem obvious to you as players, but like you don't know what she's feeling, right? So we got to be careful with that.
Right.
We're not
I'm
supposed to be
saying,
like
like, I'm
players,
in-
we're inferring
think- I
in
think-
character.
I think
We
so
are.
far they're. I think so far they're inferring perfectly. Like
Yeah,
I think they're
okay.
fine.
Well, that's
I
perfectly
don't think I ever saying like, hey, we know you're going mind control. Like,
Before
No,
we
but it's
before we
pretty
close the
obvious she's
session,
feeling some sort of urge.
before we close the session, can we get one more perception check just to see? Because at this
Yeah.
point, you're not hearing the thuds.
Sure.
Okay.
It's right behind us.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
I'm going in the hole if it's there. Just so
I'm
you
gonna
know.
cast
We
guidance
all
on
just
myself.
dive into the hole.
18.
11.
Perception.
Oh,
Let's see
I
here.
also just want to go on record. No hate to anyone here. I just want to go on record. Love all you.
4. So
All's well.
Oh, no, I agree.
29.
Let's see here. Okay, so we got. Hold on. 18. Is it just 11? Twilight.
Yep.
Okay, I guess so. And then 18, 25, and 29. So good. You guys don't hear any of the thudding in particular at this very moment. Faerun, you feel some vibrations. You don't hear it, but you feel some vibrations of the weight that's being carried from footsteps further on through the. You can't tell exactly from where, but you can tell that it's from. Let's see here. Would definitely be the western flank, somewhere of the western flank of the temple. You don't know exactly where though.
Right, that gives us an opportunity to explore the
I'm
east.
gonna.
Rudolph.
Yeah, I'll definitely relay that to the group quietly.
Rudolph is going to like peer carefully out. Just kind of doing like a coast is clear kind of a thing.
If this thing is on the western side, let's finish exploring the east before it comes back.
I
It
can't
sounds
get a
like-
beat on it.
Sounds like it's going to come back this way at some point. Let's go down. Let's go back down that hole and see what's over there before it gets back, and then take it from there.
All right
I
then.
agree.
Do you guys want to
Whatever
go down?
y'all
You want to call
say.
it here?
Let's
I
call
think
it.
here might be a good place to call it. It seems like it's calmed down just a smidgen.
It's a calm
Yeah.
period where we can. Yeah, I think it's a good place to call it.
Let me
As much as
grab-
I want to keep going, like.
There's a lot here.
Oh yeah, I would love to keep going, but I
We're
understand.
gonna-
that
We're
we
probably
can't.
going to be in here for several sessions,
I feel it. Sheesh. I'm trying to think
unless we
about
just
it.
follow Casimir.
Well, I'm trying to think about it, and I don't see a way that this is going to. The Ember Temple is one of the bigger parts of this module, so I think you guys are going to be here at least for 2 more sessions. That's my guess, at least. But we'll see.
A lot of it depends on how thoroughly we explore. And
Depends on if we
at
say
least-
fuck it.
And
right.
at least with the arguments that have been made, Ark would want to fairly thoroughly explore this if it has any secrets that might be beneficial.
I agree. I
Right.
think we should.
Okay, good. In that case, we'll end here. I'll make little markers of where you guys were. Hold on one second.
I just want y'all to know that Lucia / me as a player bit her tongue.
Quite a bit. Yeah. Well,
How,
you know.
how are we being selfish? I don't know. We did kind of just spend half our day at a fucking dragon stronghold.
Yeah, but we already yelled at
Hey.
Ark for that, and now I'm yelling at you for being selfish.
That was over a day ago.
People
Listen,
can be selfish in different periods of time.
That was 12 hours ago.
She is very upset right now. This is probably
Also,
some of the most frustrated you've seen her in a while.
Ark never wanted to determine what the
Hold on,
party
hold on,
did. He
hold
was
on.
just going to go off on his own.
There it is.
We also all yelled at Ark for that and had our
That is true.
issues. Now we're having our
Oh,
issues
how
with you.
do I put it? How do I put it? I'm not denying
Oh,
that
shit.
we did like drag his
Hold
ass a
on, I
bit.
messed that up. I messed that up.
More so, what I'm saying is she is pissed off as a whole
Hold on.
for
I
reasons
messed,
that are unfair.
What's
I
the
messed
matter,
up the whole
Darren?
map. I messed up the whole map.
What did you do?
What'd you
Oh
do?
god.
I don't know.
Why
I
is
messed
so
up
Character's
dark?
getting really hard to sympathize with. Ash, I'm trying so hard.
You don't have to sympathize with every character.
Best part about
Why
that
does
is
it keep
that's
getting
somewhat
darker?
intentional.
I was trying to actually
'cause
make
the
it lighter
evil-
that time.
The evils that are hidden within this temple are slowly seeping out.
How about this? How about this?
That's good. I don't want. That's good.
That's
I don't, It has to be.
I don't know. I
viewable
somehow
on
missed the
stream.
dial. Okay. Real quick. Let's go through player inspiration, and then we can call for the night. We didn't actually end up going really much later, so we're in business, guys. Let's start with Twyla.
Yeah. So I think for me, it's gonna go to Ark because Ark is Mr. Diplomacy here tonight. He
Mm-hmm.
did really well with the talk with Mira. Did really well with keeping party fairness and advocacy as we're exploring this place. Did well talking to our poor boy that we let down, but in a matter
He
of
let
minutes.
himself down.
We should have just left him in the...
I didn't know he was gonna come with us.
I didn't know either.
There was really
He's
no
gonna
good way
stay
to go about
put.
that.
Anyway,
I mean, he didn't want to stay in there and eat rats. You know what I mean?
well, he could have
Could've
waited
gave
until
the
the
whole-
coast was clear. But
yeah.
Anyway, it's gonna go to Ark because Ark's doing a lot. He's making big money moves. and
I do want to
appreciate
say, if that fight had come down to it with Mira, that would have been the rest of the session.
that. Yeah,
At
probably.
least.
Also, could you imagine going into this stronghold at half resources because we had to fight Mira first?
Oh
That
my
would
god.
suck.
You would have had to have had a long rest, and then you'd be fighting the clock.
Well, and then we also would have been out of time to explore this because we would have had to go to the wedding.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You'd be really fighting. Like, I think there just wouldn't be. It'd be close to like not really having enough hours in the day, and then you'd
Yeah.
get to the wedding, and you wouldn't have enough time to long rest again.
Uh-huh.
So you'd have to fight Strahd all fucked up from the Amber Temple. So really, just a lose-lose situation. But it worked out nicely.
Thank you, Ark.
That is another thing we do have to keep in mind, though, is we gotta book it once we're out.
Yeah,
of
we
here
really have to
and
book it
find
and
a place
explore as
to
much
long
as-
rest just
yeah.
before we get to Strahd's place.
I think
Yes.
you got more time than you realize. I mean, you have the rest of today, tonight, and then all of tomorrow. You should be okay.
That's true. The wedding's not till tomorrow Eve.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot it was. I thought it was during the day for some reason.
Yeah, vampires,
it's
they like their
late.
nighttime stuff.
Anyway, mine's going to Ark.
Okay, so we got one for Ark. Go ahead, Farron.
I think everyone did really well. As much as Lucia's character is frustrating me, you are playing her so well, Catherine. I love you, and I do love Lucia. She's just, I want to strangle her right now, but that means you're playing her really well. I think Twyla was doing really well as, excuse me, in addition with having to roleplay her fear from a really traumatic past experience, and having to sort of be put back in that situation without expecting it. just like, hey, we're gonna just bring back some horrible trauma. Deal with it. You know,
Who
I think
doesn't
she did a
love
really
trauma?
good job playing that. I think Ark, though, I am ultimately gonna give it to for this pretty much the same reasons that Winter stated. Really good with the persuasion against Mira, really good with keeping the party like together, with just sort of being the level-headed member right now, or the most level-headed member right now. Being able to communicate effectively with with not only our party members, but people outside of the party, i.e. Mira and Pile of Ash, that we now have.
Poor Vileness, you barely knew him.
Barely knows. I don't know why we care that much.
Hey, it's sad, He's like, no one wants to see
Someone that
get
fucking
together.
trusted us and we blew
There's
it.
always that one person or that
We
one
blew
like
it.
creature person
No, we blew it.
that like for 5 minutes and then they die and it's like, oh my god, I feel like I just lost my best friend. I feel like that happens. There's always that one like creature individual.
That one creature.
It could be like a little like like animal or creature or something, or it could be an individual, like oftentimes silly little goblin that for 10 minutes, like, and then they die and you're like, oh my god, this is hitting me harder than my father's death. Anyway,
sorry,
but yeah, it goes to Ark.
Go ahead, Lucia.
Oh shit! Right. Sorry. I thought there's more time. Okay. So I have to go through in order. Twyla. I definitely think I want to give it to Twyla for her roleplay, especially since she seemingly really cared for that guy, and also how she hammed up her experience. Because it was really funny seeing the guy. I was like, "Fuck you do to him?" Like, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
That was really funny. Theron doing really cool combat stuff, especially hitting the fucking tidal wave on all of them. That was crazy.
You would think they would have a weakness to water, but they don't.
That's why I hate that. No fire creatures in these systems unless they're like
no
literally
fire.
a fire
Magical
element.
fire,
I was
yada
just
yada.
Unless they're like literally a fire elemental, don't have weaknesses to it.
A little frustrating, but yeah. Well, I mean, they went down quick anyway. They're really just there to like get a couple blasts off and whittle you down.
Yeah, that's fair. But also,
fireball you.
But also, like, Ark did great with his combat prowess, as always. Especially the +4 for the fireball really helped a lot. Or at least for me.
Oh yeah.
And the whole mirror combat, or the whole mirror topic, that was also crazy.
Okay.
I just want to say overall I'm very happy with how the session went, and I will go on record to say there is a method for my madness this session.
I think you're doing a really great job, and it's gonna get harder before it gets easier. I'm afraid
that's how I'm feeling right now. I'm just gonna say, oh boy, you ain't seen nothing yet. Like,
yeah, there's gonna be some hard decisions being made because this is like the pinnacle of tough places to be.
We are probably hitting what I would consider the apex defining point of Lucia's character soon.
Yeah, that might be next session. Who knows? Or the session after. Tune in next week. No, just kidding. Ark, your turn.
Yeah, pretty. I mean, it is next week. Yeah, Ark.
So we got one for Twyla. We got one for. Actually,
It's two for Ark, one for Twyla.
That's right.
So it's at this point, if Ark just wants to tie it.
So I'm not going to give it to Twyla, but I do have to give a shout out to Twyla for following up with a second counter spell.
Oh, that was really funny.
I was so excited,
you-
I didn't know you could do it.
Could you guys imagine if we got hit with all 3 of those fireballs?
Oh, we probably would have. I think Theron would have been down, and I would have been half.
Twyla might have been dead.
I think I would have been
Twyla
dead.
probably
Twyla would have been dead. I would have gone. I was at 81 plus my 3. It depends on if I saved on the others, but I definitely would have gone down if I didn't save against the others.
Well, don't worry. You're sure not to run into any more for the rest of this dungeon.
I don't trust you. I'm gonna roll insight on that
You
in
should.
real life.
I'm not gonna do roll. I'm lying to you.
But my point of inspiration is going to go to Lucia because I genuinely love how you're playing Lucia's character right now. I love how incessant you're being on just like going for whatever is calling you down there.
I'm not gonna lie. Genuinely, there was a part of me that was about to flip a coin if I was about to split the party or not.
Oh wow!
But
like,
that's the cool thing with...
that is how big what's happening in this dungeon
I bring it
is.
up because
it's definitely important, especially when there's hard decisions being made, that people feel free to make those decisions.
Oh, absolutely.
And
I will say, by the inner player, I mean, when like even with Lucia's character, I can do this without having to split the party, because splitting the party just makes things harder for everybody.
I understand.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think you made the wrong call.
And I also feel like we're not arguing that we're not going down there, which I think is part of why Lucia might be willing to give it up for now. But I can definitely picture her getting increasingly like pushy about it.
Exactly why she said I call the shots when we get down there,
Which
because
is
she
also a very
wants
aggressive
to
thing
be
say.
down there. Yes,
But yeah,
very
I
aggressive.
my inspiration is going to Lucy. You did a fantastic job.
Well,
today.
kudos to everyone. I think this went well. You're all still alive after two things that I keep saying this. You keep like skirting by things that definitely should kill you, and then don't. But so big kudos to all of you guys. Great job. But that's going to be going to Arc, I believe.
And it was like what, the one session where it was like a combat, you think, that'll be fine on. We like got our ass beat.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was. I never forgot that.
Well, congrats, Ark. I went ahead and put the community inspiration poll up in the Discord server, so if you lovelies out there in the audience wish to vote, it's up there now and ready.
Yippee!
Can we call this session low hanging fruit?
No.
Yes.
Iris, you do get inspiration for being
You
so
get inspiration. Also, good to see you, Max.
I do request, Farron, that you put the low-hanging fruit jokes in the recap.
I need that to be clipped
Boyfriend's
so
old.
freaking bad.
So funny. That was probably one of the best jokes this campaign's had.
It was good.
If no one else clips it, I'm gonna find a way to do it. I'm gonna go back and look at it.
I
It was not
forget
my
how
not
was
my
it
finest
even
moment.
brought up?
It
Right.
was
It was a
it wasn't your
tangent.
finest moment, but it was your best moment.
Someone was making jokes about Twilight and VR getting a little freaky,
Me.
and I brought up. Of course, it was you.
We don't have to go over it a third time.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to figure out how I can fit that in the recap. Like, we could just say Lucia was being silly in character.
We were doing a little bit of
And a mysterious voice from above. One that
It's explaining
we've never heard.
God's
that
voice
you?
said,
Your boyfriend's old.
Perhaps one of the gods. And then insert Derek's joke.
One of the other things that I do find rather funny is how everyone thought I was joking when I said I counterspell it.
I
Yeah, I
didn't know
thought you were
could
fucking
do
with
that.
me. Yeah, I thought you were literally fucking with me.
Very funny.
Yeah,
No, I
think
do.
so.
And it's like, wait, what?
Like,
That must
he's
have felt
cooking.
so
I-
good
I
to be
do.
like, no, I'm serious.
We're so used to people being like, yeah, I roll a 26, or haha. And then when people actually do, I'm like, oh shit.
Or like when you say, oh, does a 30 hit? And you're like, huh, if it meets, it beats, you know, but it's like,
My
what?
favorite's when I roll super high on initiative, and so you like start calling the numbers, and I'm above the largest number you give. It's like 20 to 25, 29. Oh,
You gotta love alert, baby.
That's great.
alert is probably one of my favorite feats I've
Yeah.
given of
And
character.
in your class, it is amazing.
It is not only an amazing feat, just narratively fits Lucia super well now.
It does, yeah. It's also a great rogue feat.
Yeah, it would
that
be a
was-
crazy
anyway.
rogue feat.
Alright, lovelies. We'll be back Monday for Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Do we have another Strahd too?
Do we what?
Do we have
What?
Strahd too?
Yeah,
Next
of
week?
course.
Yeah, of
Okay,
course.
sure.
Alright.
Don't take this
wouldn't
away
we?
from me.
Thank you so much, lovelies. We'll catch you next time.
Catch you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.